Let's hope OBS doesn't crash this time.
Hello.
Make no promises.
Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder. I hope everyone had a good vacation, or not, or bank holiday, or whatever, or just a good
Hope you
weekend.
didn't have a good vacation.
Welcome to tonight's episode 14. Pretty exciting. We're past the bad luck numbers, which will be good, hopefully. We're just gonna go straight into it, and we're gonna have everyone roll a d20, please.
It'll help if I
Have roll
It's in the
20
game.
open? Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Here's hoping you get a 4 or below.
Right? Because I can't find my notes again.
Are they in your desk?
Katie, you think you'd be good at the recap by now. Like, you've done it 10 of the 14 times.
Yes, but again, you correct me most of the time. So
It's true.
why would I bother?
It's true.
It's conditioning, Josh.
Alrighty, so, Katie, why don't you go ahead and tell us what's been going on?
Okay. So a lot has actually been happening last week. And it's not that I'm fuzzy on what happened, it's when it happened. Things
It's a lot went down.
It's a lot went down. So, last week we came back to find that after Colbo had taken Levine's boat to go and retrieve some of whatever could have been gotten from the remains of Sid and Drapus, Larch and Levy really have a deeper discussion about the group and the new additions to the group. A messenger from Waterdeep delivers a message to the tavern, to Jasper and Gaffon, that is for Levy and the deceased party members and Larch. That is requesting they go north to find more information about how to stop the ordening. Something, we're not sure what, has more information, either lore or we don't know. There's a cave that we needed to find with information on how to do that. So the group heads north and finds themselves in the middle of the woods again. During the night, during one of the watches, Larch goes off. I'm very distracted right now. That was a bad idea, Rick. So cute. Larch goes off to follow the dog, and the group gets separated. We are awoken by screams of an unknown and piercing nature. And Levy, Gaffon, and Jasper try to search for Larch and the dog. We end up being surrounded by the creatures, and nothing happens. To our shock, we get back to camp, and all of our packs have been shredded and ripped apart and searched. And we continue on our way instead of turning back. Eventually, we find the cave that we were sent to find, and it is guarded by an iron golem and the iron golem's pet.
Which was scarier.
Which was scarier than the iron golem. Which is talented. Good job. Good job, Gareth. And with several instances of unconsciousness again, Jasper comes in clutch and basically almost one-shots the pet. Which
Definitely
was
did. Definitely did.
awesome and very necessary. And eventually the iron golem is also taken down, and that's where we are now, as far as I remember properly.
Indeed.
We are outside the cave.
Indeed.
Indeed, you are all standing outside this cave, catching your breath. The large 80-foot or so metallic construct that resembles a purple worm is just standing up there like a striking cobra, frozen in place for now. The iron golem is slumped over after being lightning bolted by Gafon's lightning staff. The door is open behind the iron golem, and you all slowly catch your breath, readjust your wounds, try not to die from gaping wounds. Gafon
I'm at 2. There's much gaping.
Larch is almost basically directly bisected, but fortunately, the stronger bones saved the part. But you're looking rough, but you persevered. What's the group's plan?
Got to the door.
I am out of potions. Oh no, wait. I have 1 potion of healing, which I will give to Levy.
Do not do that, because I have 6 and still 3 graders. So do you want
okay.
some of my potions? Is a better question.
Do not do
I
that.
will share.
How are the 2 of you feeling? And I look to Jasper and Gafon.
Jasper is like immaculate. His clothes aren't even dirty.
His cloak's just kind of slowly billowing in the wind.
He's like working on like a fleck of dust that's on one of his boots, and that's about it.
I'm standing there. I'm like, I'm okay. And then I do that like anime style, just fall over.
Rowan, the giant mastiff, kind of slowly comes over towards Lurch and just kind of headbutts your stomach and just kind of sits there with you.
I think we passed the test.
That was some pretty quick thinking, Jasper.
Yeah, I get lucky sometimes. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what I did.
It worked. That's the important part, right?
For now,
Jasper, you can see a very faint glow kind of slowly sparkling in the chest of the iron golem again.
Yeah, I don't know how long these things are going to be out of commission for. If our goal is to go into this cave, we should probably do that.
Maybe run in real quick and rest up or something at the entrance.
I think. Yeah, I would suggest we rest inside. It's like you know when you're walking down the sidewalk and you try and go one way and the other person tries to go the same way.
Is the glowing like gem or whatever it is it like embedded in something, or is it just like free floating there?
It's like it connected with massive veiny looking metal structures kind of bolted into this iron golem's chest. And as you're seeing this, you can see a little bit of its plate is beginning to slowly reshift, and some of the burnt scarring that you left from the lightning bolt is slowly kind of starting to polish out. This thing is slowly starting to reform.
Can I waddle my half-dead self over there and try and like remove this gem?
Sure. So right now there's a couple inch wide hole, but its plates are slowly reforming, so you only have a little bit of time to put your hand in there before it gets like cut off by these metallic plates.
No, like I'm gonna try and give it the old college try and get this gem out of there.
Roll me a strength check then, please.
Oh my god.
I'm immediately coming up with like nickname. So like one-handed Gafon. What a good nickname.
That's not a very good nickname. One-handed Gafon. It's not really a nickname, it's just a description.
No, I said I'm trying to come up with nicknames for a one-handed Gafon.
You start pulling, and this thing is basically like the entire size of your hand. You start pulling and tugging. It doesn't budge.
But does it look cute?
One of the plates kind of shift and kind of nudges your wrist. You're running out of time here pretty quick.
Okay.
Jasper, you see high up above you one of the spinning bladed cogs at the top of the boar worm kind of twitches and rotates a little bit.
Guys, we gotta go. I can't do that thing that I did again. I don't think we're gonna be able to fight these guys again. You guys are looking pretty rough. No offense, but we should probably head inside. I think our window of opportunity is closing here.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk around and head up to the door, I guess.
All right. It's pretty easy. You're all fairly lithe. It would have been a little difficult for Drapus to kind of squeeze in there with his bulkier build and heavy plate and everything, but you managed to all squeeze into the door because the iron golem is still statuarized in front of the door, but you managed to squeeze in, and immediately it's almost pitch black, just shifting from the daylight to the darkness. You kind of blink a couple times, and then slowly dark green luminescent lights begin to slowly kind of form around, almost like Larch's floating lights. And you are now in this black onyx room. The room itself is a large oval, and in the center of this room is a hexagonal shape with 6 pillars sticking out on the corners, and a slightly larger pillar in the center of all these pillars. So it's a hexagon, so 6 pillars, and then in the center of the hexagon there's a central pillar. Each of the pillars seem to have different colored vials, and on the central pillar it seems to have a scroll tube. But as you guys enter, Jasper being the last one in, the door closes shut behind all of you.
So we're in this like empty room now. Other than like, there's no one or any.
There's
alive,
nothing. Yeah, this is just about a 40-foot room, large oval, almost like a football shape. And you guys are just at the one entrance. The other door is at the far side. But in between you is the pillars, and these pillars are only about 2.5 feet tall. It's not like large central pillars. They're just little pedestals more than pillars.
I'd like to start detect magic.
All right. So you kind of blink, and your eyes begin to slowly come alive. Those little dark green globules floating around, those are definitely magical. Mm-hmm. They definitely resonate with your magic you've used before. Other than that, no magic really.
So sorry, you said there's a spell scroll or a scroll in a case on the center pillar?
In the center pillar, yeah.
Like in it? Or is it like a pedestal?
Like it's just a yeah. So these are pedestals. Sorry, not really pillars.
Okay, got it.
Like podiums sitting up there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about taking a breather here? Because we know what's behind us, and we don't know what's through that other door. And I don't want to open a door and have to deal with something.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe bit.
Probably a good place, because I don't think anybody's going to come in behind us without us hearing a commotion.
I don't think that they can get in behind us either. They're a little bigger, too big for the door.
You all kind of feel
anybody who's trying to fight their way past, we're going to hear them.
Or worm comes up through the center of
as
the
you
floor.
guys are all talking, you begin feeling the heavy vibrations of the earth again, of when the boarworm first appeared. But it doesn't seem to be getting closer. It just seems to be disappearing again. You'd assume. It seems that magic you guys used, even destroying the golem, didn't last very long. Maybe 5 minutes or so.
Okay, then yeah, I definitely vote we take a rest here. And I'm going to... So, Larch, you're entirely out of potions?
I got one left.
Okay, I'm going to give you a potion of greater healing and a regular potion of healing. Do either of you two have potions?
I've got 2 graders and 4 regulars. If anybody needs any urgently.
I
Does the fawn
also
have any?
have the same.
Okay, then we're good. Then
Mhm.
I'm going to give 2 regular potion to Large and the greater healing.
So we're taking a rest here, right?
Think so.
Yes.
Short?
rest time.
Short or long rest?
Probably short. I mean,
don't-
I can do either.
I don't necessarily feel comfortable sleeping in here.
Yeah,
not?
that's the
Why
problem. I
not?
mean, here's the thing: is like, yeah, I get the smart play as a short rest, but also Levy is punching back.
I mean, it's up to you
Yeah, hit
guys.
dice to roll.
I'm pretty good with how many spells I can cast for the rest of the day. I mean, I only cast 1 really. So if you
Well,
guys want to
let's
do a short
do-
rest,
let's do
that's
a
good
short.
with me. If you want to do a long rest, I'm good with that too.
What time of day is it, roughly? Like, did we get there at dusk, or?
You guys got there at around 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
I mean, we would need to be setting up camp here pretty soon anyway, because you want to have camp set up before dark. So at least here we have shelter, and like you said, we have some protection from behind. Really, the only way we need to guard from is in front. So we could just kind of scope out this room, maybe make sure there's nothing in here that we're going to step on and it's going to hurt us. Nobody touch the podiums or the stuff until we figure out what we're going to do. Get through the rest, and then we can go from there, maybe.
I like the plan.
Yeah.
I can
do that.
kind of bar that far door a little bit. At least during my watch, I can bar the door over there.
Yeah, I think watches will be pretty easy. It's a one way in and out we got to watch. So, suppose it's as good a place as any.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're all gonna begin a short rest?
Well, or long.
A long rest, I
Long
think.
rest, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Who's going the first 2 hours?
I'll do the first watch.
Alright, Jasper's going the first watch.
Jesper.
Yeah,
Jasper.
Yesy.
Jasper, played by Yesy.
Yeah, Yesy plays Jasper. Okay. So you kind of just chill back, slowly strumming your lute, just kind of relaxing. And the green lights that's kind of just slowly drifting around begin to slowly turn yellow, orange, and then red. And they slowly begin getting closer to you, Jasper.
Is this when everybody is asleep?
Yes. This is about
Does
an
it look-
hour into your rest.
Does it look like they're responding to the music?
You try playing a couple different chords? No. They're getting close. They're about 15, 20 feet away from night right now.
Huh. 15, 20 feet away, eh? I'm gonna nudge Larch awake.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please, Jasper.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a failure, unfortunately. So as you're starting to nudge Larch, one of them gets a little bit closer, and a bolt of lightning shoots out towards you, and you get zapped, and you take 5 points of lightning damage.
Wait.
As you just...
You said this was after an hour, right? Can I really quick roll my hit die before I wake up?
Sure, Jasper. Do you want to use the Song of Rest?
I was just gonna say, can that hour count as my song of rest? So
Sure.
everybody gets an extra D6?
Sure. I believe is it D6 or D8 now?
I don't
Because
think
it's your
goes up.
inspiration die, isn't it?
No, it's just a straight D6. Doesn't go up.
Oh, your Song of Rest goes up at 9th level.
Yeah.
And then again, it's at 13th and then 17th. Yeah, so right now...
So just a D6.
Yeah, so everyone gets an additional D6 to their hit dice if they need them.
I'm gonna roll 2.
Suck the blue. But yeah, so Jasper, you get like touching a door handle after walking around with woolly socks on. You get zapped and then kind of jostle Larch awake. Larch, you kind of come to. Rowan kind of jostles up as well. Don't forget also, guys, to roll your add your Constitution to those, because you get Constitution added to your hit dice. But
I'm at
Larch,
27.
Larch, you kind of wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
So that con bonus is to all of them except like his bonus, right?
Yes, all of them plus the
Okay.
D6. All of them except the D6, yeah.
Okay.
So like I was explicitly waking Larch up, but as I get zapped, like Jasper's also gonna be like, ah, fuck, like pretty loud. So I don't know if everybody else probably wakes up too.
And around that point, everyone kind of slowly starts coming to. And as everyone starts waking up again, the lights slowly turn back to orange, to yellow, to green, and slowly start fading away.
What is your deal? We're trying to sleep.
Yeah, the lights in here, they electrocuted me. They invaded my personal space and they electrocuted me. And I'm not happy about
That's a big
it.
personal bubble. They were 10 feet away.
Listen, mysterious
That is a healthy, respectable personal bubble. Okay.
for mysterious glowing orbs, my bubble is very big.
Do you want me to I don't know, do something to help you? I guess?
Do you know anything about I don't know what these things are.
They are glowing orbs.
So can you do something about glowing orbs, zapping people and invading personal space?
I mean,
it was only 2d6 damage.
I mean,
It's the principle.
I don't.
Fuck.
Nobody's happy when they get an electrical.
I want
shock,
to
okay?
walk towards one of the orbs.
Okay. You walk towards it. It's just kind of, as you get a little bit closer, you can kind of hear a very faint, kind of, almost sounds like a what are those things called? The rain sticks.
Oh, rain sticks are good.
It's just
Okay.
just kind of a nice, relaxing, peaceful sound.
And I can get right up close to it.
Yeah, you can touch it. It's almost like touching like a jelly ball, and just kind of morphs around your hand and then pushes away.
Yeah, I can tell they're malicious.
Listen, when you guys were asleep, they changed. These are two-faced glowing orbs. They have another side to them.
Wait. I think I figured it out. You were playing music, weren't you?
You don't know that, maybe.
That
Usually people appreciate my music. They don't electrocute me for it.
Does that look like a person?
No. You think they don't like music?
Maybe.
There's only one way to find out.
Play the music.
Yeah. Stop performing.
Or perform more and see if it happens
more.
again.
Yeah, you go sit at the other end of the hall while we go back to sleep. You perform over there.
I'm not staying up awake on my own again.
I'm gonna go back to my bedroll and lay down.
I need one of the big kids to stay up.
I'll stay up with Jasper.
Okay. So,
The night lights aren't working.
Larch, you head back to sleep as well?
Yeah.
Okay. As the slow breathing begins to continue of Gafon, Kolbo, and Larch, Levine, and Jasper. Jasper, are you playing music again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The lights slowly shift to yellow, to
I
orange,
stop playing immediately.
to red, and they start coming towards you, even if you stop.
Towards me specifically.
Towards both of you. I need both of you to roll me dex saves.
Interesting. And I do say that out loud.
13, that's a
fail.
fail.
This is just a straight dex check, right?
Dex save.
Dex save. That's
So on your character sheet, just under the saving throws. 7, so you both fail, so you both take 7 points of lightning damage. Again, it's kind of a zap. It's like, ah, shit!
And so what do they do after they zap us?
They are still red, floating around, and whereas the sound of the rain sticks, it's now starting to sound more like a rolling thunder. Are you guys doing anything?
I don't know what to do.
I'm still sleeping.
Don't do glowing, floating stuff. So if we get up and move around, do they follow us?
One of them follows each of you, and then 3 more just kind of float over your party members. Still red. And as you guys start moving around, I need all of you now to roll dexterity saving throws. Larch and Gafon, you have disadvantage.
Isn't it? I mean, I'll take it, but I thought that was like an auto fail because we're completely dexterity.
Okay. Everyone takes everyone except Levine and Jasper, you guys take 2 damage, but Larch and Gafon, you guys both take 4 as you're zapped awake, and as soon as you wake up, the lights turn back to green.
Levy chuckles a little bit and looks at Gafon.
They can sense our weakness. When you're asleep, they know. They know.
When we went to sleep,
nap,
did you
boys.
start playing?
No, they turned red. I didn't play anything.
You didn't play one note.
Not a single note.
Roll a
did.
deception check. Levine, are you going to say anything about that?
I won't.
Gafon,
I
I need you can try an insight if you want, Gafon.
But my eyebrows going up.
Larch, you can also insight if you want.
Okay, so it must be something else.
Weird magic, man.
I can't, even with a natural 20.
Yeah,
no, magic's weird, man.
guys, I do one thing real good. It seems to me like whenever somebody goes to sleep, these guys get a little bit aggressive. I think we should not be sleeping in here.
Okay, so I have 2 things that I can do. One, we can try and corral them into an area and trap them. Or 2, I can firebolt them all. And try and just get rid of them completely.
Now, it seems they're okay when we're awake. Have they gone back to regular colors after zapping
they're
everybody?
green again. Yeah. Rowan's kind of patting at one, and it just kind of floats away and then slowly floats back like it's playing with him.
I'm hesitant to shoot at the things that can shoot back at us.
I think we should just leave them be and move on.
You know, I think we started off on the wrong foot, and I turn to the lights. I go, hello, we're sorry for being so rude. We've intruded on your homes, probably, I'm guessing. But we just needed to get out of that the danger zone back there. It's like the big worm. I don't know if you've ever seen him. Your neighbor is kind of scary.
The one
But,
nearest to you,
we-
Larch, turns teal, and you kind of hear the sound of soft tinkling piano keys.
He's made a connection.
See,
Rainbow
sometimes just talking to
connection.
things. Sometimes just talking and being nice and solve something.
Can I grab one and like, not like crush it, but like try and hold one?
Sure, you can kind of hold one. It's weird. It's almost like a... No, I'm not gonna describe it that way. It's kind of like... It's like a...
Raising?
It's just kind of like a weird... I don't know. It's a weird jello almost. And it kind of slowly oozes out between your fingers and then forms back into
like
a ball.
oobleck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so while I'm holding it, I'm gonna keep trying to hang on to it.
It
I
kind of
wanna,
slowly oozes out between your fingers and then forms back into a ball and kind of just floats around more.
So I'm gonna continue, like, like hand over hand, trying to keep it in my hands, and I want to ritual cast Identify.
Okay.
Is it called flubber?
Roll me an acrobatics check for those 10 minutes. Or are you going to use your once a day to...
No, I'm just going to sit there and... Because when I'm holding it, does it feel like it's actually trying to get away from me? Or
No,
is it
it's
just kind of
more
like floating
just
around?
fluid.
Okay. So acrobatics is
It's not gonna be a hard check. 11. You needed a 10 or higher. Yeah, you managed to kind of just slowly manage to corral it. What are the rest of you doing during the 10 minutes?
I'm just walking.
Levy
I
finds a
wanna
piece of
start
pocket bacon.
I start investigating the pedestal.
Putting my
what's that?
glaive on the pedestal.
You're gonna
Yeah, I'm
start.
just gonna investigate the pedestals.
Alrighty, so let me open up that doc. So, of the 6 pedestals, of the 7 pedestals, the center one has a scroll kind of furled up, but on the other ones are small different vials. One is red, one is blue, one is green, one is purple, one is yellow, one is orange.
Guess I'll go up to the scroll case
Okay.
and I'll see if there's a scroll inside of it.
Yeah, you manage to just kind of uncork it, and there's a very old kind of leathery scroll that unfurls and has very jarring script on it. Levine, are you also there with Rick?
For sure.
It's been a long time since you've seen it, but you do understand the writing.
Is it infernal?
It is indeed.
Lovely, lovely.
It just says in very fine script, just in very simplistic words, just says, find the odd one out and continue your story.
Interesting.
Read the colors off for me again of the vials.
I missed one. I've only got 5.
Red, blue, green, purple, yellow, orange.
Yellow, I missed yellow.
Yellow I missed.
Was the message on the scroll read out loud
Yes.
to all of us? So that sounds like a riddle to me. I mean, all the great heroes have to solve riddles. I feel like it sounds like you got to figure out which one of these vials is the odd one out.
Each
Sure.
vial is identical aside from color.
No, they're different sizes and shapes. One almost looks like a pear shape. One's kind of like just a classic perfume vial. One looks just like an ink pot. All of them are different sizes and shapes. Are you guys going to pick any of them up, or just looking at them currently?
I'm gonna pick up the orange one.
Okay, and you pick it up. It's fairly light. There's a little bit of a liquid inside. You kind of examine it around, and at the bottom is a small piece of paper, and on it is written 167.
6, 7. I just look to the orbs and I go, "Is it this one?"
There's no reply from the
You said
odd orbs.
167 was the number.
Yeah, 167 was the number.
167.
What's on either side? What color is on either side of the orange?
On the left-hand side, if you're looking right at the orange from the center, so like your back's towards the scroll, one is red and one is purple.
Okay.
So left is red, right is purple.
Is there you said there was like a door on the other side of this chamber,
There is.
something? Is there anything on that door, like any marking or symbology?
No. It's just a solid stone onyx coated door.
So, let's starting at red, going. If I'm looking at it, say I'm looking at it from like a bird's eye view over top. Red going clockwise. Red, orange, purple, and then
Green, blue, yellow.
green, blue, yellow. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but so we know this place has something to do with the ordning, and the dragons are involved with the ordning. So I was thinking, there's no orange dragons, right?
Am I done with my my stuff?
At around this point, you are. These are just dancing lights. The simple
shock people.
The simple cantrip dancing lights. I mean, this version of it is.
Oh, these are just dancing lights. And to answer your question, there isn't an orange dragon that I know of. There are brass dragons, which are kind of orange, but it's not an orange dragon.
Did we check if any of these other ones have numbers?
I'm not sure. Have you?
I'll check the purple one.
Okay. Underneath purple, again, similar writing. 13.
I'll check red.
Red 43.
It's almost my age.
Green.
797.
We have blue and yellow left. So
I'll check blue.
Blue 571.
I'll do yellow.
915. So you have red 43, blue 571, green 797, purple 13, yellow 915, orange 167.
I'm gonna go back to the scroll case and see if there's like anything else marked out
Okay.
on it.
You flip it over, kind of looking around. No, it's just very simple script. Just says find the odd one out and continue your story.
I guess I'll just search around the room and see if there's any like numbers written about anywhere.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. 22, very nice. You are 100% certain the only numbers are written on these files.
$167. What? If that is the right number. Do we need to put them on the pedestals in orders of the numbers, or?
Well, we got to find the odd one out. I think we got to find one that's different from the rest.
But they're all different colors, all different vials,
Gareth, I'm gonna message
all
you.
different numbers.
Go through the numbers and colors, whoever has them.
I got it. So red 43, orange 167, purple 13, green 797, blue 571, yellow 915.
And what was orange? Or 167?
Yeah.
I had that one written down. Oh. A lot of these end with 7 or 3.
That is true.
Yellow ends with 915. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
Yeah, good fun, but
So I think with those numbers, these are all what are known as prime numbers, and the only one that is not is 915. 915 is not a prime number.
What's a
That's
prime
immediately
number?
what I was trying to look for.
I was
A prime number
right
is a
for
number
the
that
wrong
can only be
reason.
divided by 1 and itself. But anyway, don't worry about it. 915, yellow, is the only one. If you're taking the paper on the bottom as some type of significance, 915 is the only one that's odd out. Given the information, given the variables that we know so far, 915 is the only thing that doesn't belong with everything else.
So here the question is, what do we do with them?
The
Odd
scroll
one.
said find the one that doesn't belong, and if
continue.
that's the issue, if this is what it is, then that's the one that doesn't belong. So
I
what
think
do we do with
Gavon
it?
should drink it.
Is there a little label that says "drink me"? Because if he
Does
could
say
get
non-toxic.
what exactly did the scroll say?
It just said to find the odd one out.
and continue
it
your
says
story.
find the out. Yeah.
So to me that sounds like, so we found the yellow one that doesn't belong, and then you continue your story. We go through the next door. So we
You
found
know-
the one that doesn't belong, and then you continue on.
Are you gonna approach the door?
Yeah.
All right. You approach the door, and appearing out of the onyx is a handle.
I'm going to grab the handle because I'm confident.
All right. You turn it. And
Roll
the
dex
door, the door opens.
Is Gavon carrying the yellow vial? Is it
I
on?
wasn't, but
Nope, it's
it's
still on the pedestal.
Okay.
So it just knew that we identified it.
It appears so.
maybe, but either
I'm still-
way.
Listen,
Levy's sus.
I've heard a lot of stories.
You have.
And whenever the hero comes up across a bunch of magical vials and he has to pick one, he's got to drink it.
Well, Jasper, you were the hero. that
Oh,
got
I
it.
am not the hero. I am not here to get involved.
Hey, man, you're the hero of your own story.
But Jasper, you took out a boar worm. That's pretty involved.
I did not see any boars.
I'm going to
But
go into the next
Start
room.
smelling the
Okay.
vials.
But
Gavon,
Gavon knows what a primo number is. Like,
Let's
Gaffon,
get on that.
Gaffon
Supremo
disappears
round.
into the darkness, and it is just pitch dark. There is no light, even with your dark vision, Gaffon. None of you
no.
can see him currently.
Can I turn around and
Gaffon?
see them?
Nope. You're
Can I
currently
turn
just
around and
in.
walk back? Like in a void?
Yeah,
Can I turn around and walk back where I came from?
sure. You start walking backwards, and you reappear back in the group.
Hey, this next room's really, really dark.
Do we need
I
to hold
cast
hands?
dancing lights.
Okay. So are you all following Gaffon into the next room?
I'm
If you feel like you need to bring the yellow one, then bring it.
I have pocketed the yellow potion.
Okay.
I'm also okay. Gaffon, did you relay that it's really dark or that you were standing in a void?
I said it's really, really dark in the next room.
Okay.
I send my dancing lights into the void.
Okay. They snuff out.
I
Matt?
said really dark.
Matt?
They just.
Matt?
I'm getting rope out and we're tying together.
Okay.
I'm also
And I
not-
double knot myself to Larch.
Okay.
I'm also. She's
And I
got
do
like slip
Gaffon and
knots on the
Jasper's
other
a
ones.
little loose. They're a little loose.
They
And
got a
they're pretty
slip knot
easy
in the
to-
back
they're-
so that we can.
It's meant to be, you know.
And the
Just a
rope's a
quick
little frayed
disconnect.
too, so you can cut it easily.
Right.
Oh
a
no,
quick
the weight is too
disconnect.
much! Snip! Oh no! Sorry, guys!
Oh no! The 28 pounds will never make it with him. We gotta
What a
cut him loose.
shame! Okay, so you all slowly tie yourselves together.
I'm not the leader. We need the one that takes the hits up front.
So Larch.
Larch.
I saw you take a couple hits.
I took way too many.
You went through the door
One
on
is
your own
way
just
too
fine.
many.
You can't do it again.
Yeah. I burnt up all the confidence by walking in there into an endless void.
You just went in strutting and came back out strutting like, nope.
Yeah, did it. I
Just
did it.
walks
I was
in.
there first.
Moon walks back out. I'm good.
Yeah.
The cocky 12-year-old has to
Planted my
the
flag.
dark
I was there first. I did it. As I'm shaking a little pee out.
All right, well, that means that it's me and then Larch.
Are you
'cause I tied
tying-
myself right to Larch.
Okay, here's a question. Are you tying Rowan to the ropes, or are you carrying Rowan? Or what are you doing with Rowan?
You know what? I'll carry Rowan.
Okay,
Does he look scared?
he is.
I wouldn't have, yeah.
He is a.
Growing like 200 pounds.
He is a massive fucking
Larch a big
dog.
boy.
I will turn into a bear, and I will let Rowan go on my back.
Tied myself to a bear. Is that what you're telling me?
Now the bear
no.
has like a little rope collar.
So before you do that, Large, Rowan
Okay.
sits down beside the pedestals and won't move.
You want to stay here, buddy? Okay.
Ask him if it's because he can't see in there.
Is it because you can't see? Is
Well,
it
I don't wanna
because
go
it's
in there.
scary?
Is it because of what? Sorry, Larch?
Is it because you're scared of what's in there?
He shakes his head.
Is it because we're not done here?
He shakes his
Is
head.
it?
Is it because you think we should drink the yellow potion first?
He shakes his head.
Is it
I will
because you're
use-
sick of it?
Mr. Hudson.
will use my speak with animals ritual, but do the once a day thing where
Okay.
I could just cast it.
All right.
What's going on, Rowan?
I think this is your journey.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave you here with a little buddy then, and I bring McFly. McFly the cat comes in.
Okay.
Hey, McFly, how are you doing? I don't think I've ever actually talked to you.
Everything is a fade.
Oh no.
I see that remark.
Suddenly start getting chewed out. You threw me down.
Hey, Rowan,
No.
can you understand McFly? Because if you can.
No,
Might be better.
McFly just kind of purrs and rubs up against your leg and just says, "I'm all right.
Oh, that's good.
Try not to die
Well,
too
we're gonna
much.
go. I hope I won't. But if I don't come back, I mean,
I won't be here.
oh yeah. Don't tell
if you're-
Rowan that.
He already
you're-
knows. I'll take
Oh.
him with me."
If you're gonna leave your dog here, maybe you should crack that door to where if we don't come back, he can get out.
Can we open it?
The door that we came in.
I thought it.
Yeah,
shut
didn't
up.
it close
But-
behind us?
We're planning on coming back, right?
I mean, yeah.
Jasper, we've been through this.
We are Larch and Levy. You?
I
Jury's
say
still
that
out.
as I'm casually using a nail file on the road.
Jury's still out.
Can dogs attune to an item?
Rowan can.
All right. Do I put the Cape of Mountebank on the
Yeah,
dog?
I'm sure you won't need it.
No, I'll be back, Rowan. Don't worry.
I know.
I would like to take a moment and sit right there. I want to take a moment and notice that there's 4 of us tied to this rope and 5 of us here.
Yeah.
I never.
No, Kobo's there.
Yeah.
I could have
Well, it's a
sworn
city
he
in the
didn't get tied,
darkness.
he
You just see
sitting there
eyes.
like- just like
Colbo's being creepy on one of the pedestals.
No, you just see him like
he
the
specifically
Homer meme
planted a bush
where he
in
goes into the
here
bush.
so he could hide in it.
Yeah. No,
Oh, I
Kobo's
just
there. Kobo.
traumatized myself. Okay, we need to move on. Colbo is
Yeah,
also
Kobo.
tied.
Yeah, Kobo's tied up. Don't worry.
Okay. So, if we're gonna go, let's go.
All right.
And by let's go, I mean you lead the way.
Somebody else go first.
So, Levine, you're going in.
Yeah, I
right.
head in.
You take long, confident strides.
Lauren. I cut the rope.
Levine!
Trail.
Mr. Flint, no.
I'll fight you.
All right. You all disappear into the darkness. You hear the sound of a door shutting behind you. You hear briefly behind you, Larch, "Goodbye."
I'll see you soon.
And the room illuminates. Seems it was
It's
just
light in
waiting.
here, buddy.
Seems it
I
was just
side-eyed the fawn.
You fixed it.
It seems it was just
Levy.
waiting for all of you to arrive.
What did you do?
So, this is a large circular room. It is pristine marble with small little figments of gold and pinks and blacks kind of streaking through it. It's a very beautiful room. Almost reminds you of some sort of temple or something. In this room, facing across from each other, are 2 sets of statues. 4 identical marble old men with long beards. There is no sign of another room or another door. And the door behind you no longer exists either. You are just in this pristine marble room. What do you do?
The statues are human men,
They seem to be human men, yes.
and looking
human.
from a distance, they're identical.
They appear pretty identical, yeah.
Guess
Are
I'll
the
approach.
statues also marble? Sorry.
Yes, they are like a gray marble.
Maybe we'll be able to sleep in here.
And as for the light source, there is no light source. You don't know where the light's coming from. It's just daylight currently.
It's illuminated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Illuminati.
Makes sense.
I guess I'll walk to like the center of the room and start checking out the statues.
Okay.
Bear Large just drags the rest of us behind him, all tied together.
Like those just married hands.
Just knocks over the statues.
Hold on. For my
Anarchy!
visual, Larch actually did turn into a bear? Yes
I mean,
or no?
I would have to bring the dog, but
Yeah,
then
but
you
no,
said
yeah.
before I did it.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure it's in my head, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
not actually a
can,
bear.
but you don't have to be a bear.
Future bear visuals later.
Yes, insert bear here.
This is the AU. The dog's with you. Okay, so roll me an investigation check, please. Which- So you're walking into them.
Mhm.
We're gonna say we got top left, top right, bottom right. Which one are you looking at first?
I guess whichever one would have been the closest to the bottom left.
Okay, so roll me an investigation check, please. 13. He's a human man, long beard, kind of hooded, cloaked figure. His hands are kind of out like this. Yeah. It's just a very nice statue, very nice carved statue. The details are very nice. Not so nice that you think that maybe this was a man turned into a statue. It's just a very, very well carved statue.
But he is holding a sign that says, "Help, I've been turned into a statue."
Watch out for the basilisk. Oh wait,
that,
shit.
that would have been if I had a 15, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll start
Fully
making
missed
my
this
way
one.
around. Yeah. I guess I work my way around clockwise.
Okay, so
Just
top
checking out
left.
the rest of them. Yep.
All right, another investigation check, please.
I'm pretty good at I study things. Maybe I should help out with the studying
Do you want
the
to add?
statues.
Do you want to add advantage, or do you want to do it yourself, Josh?
I would rather do it because I'm really good at studying.
Okay. Study away.
All right.
Okay.
So, Larch, are you going to grant
So-
advantage to Gafon?
Yeah, I'll assist him.
All right, Gafon, are you re-going over what he's already studied, or are you going on to another one?
I'm probably gonna redo the one that he did because he didn't do a good enough job.
All right, roll me an investigation check with advantage, then, please. 18.
The ideal situation for Gafon.
It's just a very nice, very nicely drawn statue. Very nice carved statue.
You didn't notice these finer details, but this is an exquisite statue.
He's got like little crow's feet on his eyes, kind of large, deep smile lines. He looked like a
I
US.
guess I don't.
How tall is it?
It's like about 6'3" or something. He's
Um,
he's on the taller side of human.
Hey, Larch.
Mhm.
Can you for this next statue, can you pick me up and like let me look at his hands? Are they all standing in the same pose?
Yeah, they're just identical
Okay.
statues.
Okay.
I turn into a bear.
I'm 3 feet.
I'm a wizard. I have no strength. Goodbye.
I'm 28 pounds.
You
I
don't
left
need
them.
to be a
Weighs more than
bear.
me.
I turn into a bear. And I lift them
So,
like a circus bear.
all right, Gafon, another investigation check with advantage, I guess, technically, because you are being helped. 18 again. It's just a very, very nice statue.
On to the next one, bear.
Are you a brown bear or a black bear?
I am a. Hold on, I have to see what I put in my notes.
I am
Jasper
tired.
I'm a
is
brown
definitely
bear.
playing that song.
Large just
I'm a
has
brown
he's
bear.
walking on a beach ball.
I got the unicycle out.
You just hear the Russian national anthem in the background.
All right, Gafon, another investigation check, please. Natural 2028, very nice. So on this one, let's see here. This is your third one.
So this we did bottom
Top, top
left,
right.
top right.
Top right.
So in this one, in the bull cupping its hand, or like in the bull shape of its hand, in the palm is a symbol of a flame.
All right, I'm gonna go to bottom right, investigate, and the whole thing. But I'm going to focus a good portion on want to see if there's something in this one's hands too.
Okay.
Huh?
No.
Okay, so the only thing I could find different is in that one, it had a flame symbol in its hands.
So do we need to give it a fire?
I mean, I can do that.
Anybody got a torch?
Mm.
I can make fire. As I'm
I
waving
mean, I
my
can
staff
burning
around.
hands.
Jasper's like, I think that's a fantastic idea, as he's like pressing himself up against the wall as far as possible away from the statue.
Bear just runs at you. Does the same thing.
I want to firebolt the hands that had the fire symbol in it.
Yes, let me firebolt this stone hand. Bang! Okay, so you kind of create flame, and the symbol, let me just check real quick.
You're supposed to put water there. Damn.
Firebolt.
Okay, but guys, hands on fire, you got to put it out, man.
Firebolt does 1d10 fire damage.
Yes, I know. Don't worry about damage. That's not what we're worried about. Apparently...
You chipped the statue, Josh. Jeez.
Nope. The statue's completely fine. Firebolt. That one is correct. The statue begins to kind of give off a very faint hum of magic.
I did it.
Mm.
So I'll leave it up to you. I've already investigated everything. I would want to go back and investigate specifically just the hands on all of them, but I had already rolled on everything once, so it's up to you.
Sure. You can try again. So starting with bottom left again.
Yeah. Bottom
This time
left.
Okay. 27. This one, on the back of its hand, actually at the bottom, you see the symbol of a skull.
There's a skull on this one.
Maybe hit it with your head.
I'll just glare at Jasper and then go to the top left and check its hands out.
All right. Give me another. 25. Very nice. This one, basically right about eye level on its belt buckle, is the, you're not sure how you didn't notice it before, but it's the symbol of a shield.
And then I guess the last one would be the bottom right.
Okay. Another investigation. This one with the assistance of the bear kind of climbing up. It's very hard. You manage to see that on its temple is the symbol of like a balance, like a scale.
Okay, so I relay that to everybody. I did the one. You guys do the rest. I figured it out.
All right.
So you put fire into the fire one.
Yep.
And it worked.
Yep.
So does anybody have a shield? You
So
could hit this
you
one
have-
with the shield.
You've got skull, shield, fire, scales.
Okay.
Scales. Does anybody have any of these things?
I mean, we all have a
shield.
skull.
I get out my skull carving knives. I start sharpening them. I can clean that right up. Well, I mean, skull, obviously, it could be physical skull or it could symbolize death.
So we have to kill something?
Everyone looks towards the bear.
Yeah, I'm not fighting a bear.
Sure, you'd fight an iron golem, but not a bear?
Not a bear
I will
that's this close.
shift back into the wizard.
It's a very
But they're both getting nervous.
disgusting. It's a very disgusting visage. He kind of goes from hunched to crawling over. His bones kind of snap back in place. The fur just gets sucked back into his pores. It's not.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it's not great.
I'm gonna put my shield in the statue's hand and see if that does
Your
anything.
physical shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens.
All right, and then I will try and cast shield and see if that does
Okay.
anything.
What school of magic is shield?
Is it abjuration?
I believe so.
Abjuration, yeah.
Alright. So you cast shield into it, and the statue begins to glow.
Oh, it's probably the different schools of magic. And it's maybe
Oh.
necromancy, and then the scales is divination. I don't know.
I never
The
went to
magic
school,
boys.
like any school.
It shows.
I believe that.
Hey,
Can I stab you?
What's
I
a
mean, hey,
school?
you let me stab you several times.
one time
I stabbed you a few times.
I was trying to prove I was cool.
I mean, you did make me do a cool backflip, so...
So we need the skull, which you're thinking is necromancy, which would make sense. I don't have any of that. I can't do that right now.
I do not as well, but I do have this spell book. Maybe that has a necromancy spell in it. Hold on.
I have all of them learned out of the spell book that you gave me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still have it. I have all of those spells learned. And there are no necromancy spells
more?
in there.
Hmm.
I can learn.
Larch, roll me an intelligence check.
Do.
20, very nice. You know of one necromancy spell you have, or you had. I am not sure exactly where it was.
Is revivify?
Is revivify.
Oh, I run out to the dog
That's
and I
the
grab
dog.
the locket. And I'm just gonna take this real quick, buddy.
And there.
The
And then I run back.
Okay. The door isn't there.
Oh. That is a problem.
It's a problem.
So necromancy. What kind of spells would that be?
It has to do with like death and like the reversal of that,
True resurrection
What-
isn't
Giving and
or the
giving
control of death.
What about like curses and stuff?
Maybe it depends on the curse.
Would McFly bamf in and out with an item? Or is it just
I don't
McFly.
see why not. As long as it's an item it could carry, which a necklace definitely is something.
I will telepathically connect to McFly and be like, hey, could you bring that locket that's around Rowan's neck?
But he really likes it.
We're just gonna need it for purposes of getting out of here.
We'll make him a new one.
Okay.
What does that locket do?
It brings you back from the dead.
Doesn't that seem like something you'd want to hold on to?
I mean, isn't it our only way out, or no?
I'm
Can't
gonna
use it if we're stuck in this room forever.
play a couple of really weird sounding chords. Like it sounds like I've messed them up. They sound real weird. And I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse on that statue.
Bestow Curse is indeed a school of necromancy. Okay. So you play.
Scratch that. We're not gonna need any more.
I just had to promise him my firstborn, but all right. You start
What?
playing this very strange, kind of melodious, kind of funeral dirge, And the symbol begins to glow, and the statue begins to glow. Well done.
And then what Larch? What did you say was the scales that you thought?
Maybe like divination, like
Divination.
or something. The scales of justice or divine justice or whatever. I don't know. That's just my thought process.
Divination. Let me see if I have any.
I believe I have. I think identify is one.
Identify is a
I
divination spell.
I could try that.
I mean, you could do that. I could do that also. Yeah, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
cast identify onto the last one.
All right. So you place your hand upon it, and after a minute, it begins to glow. Make sure you all mark off your spell slots or whatnot if you've used them.
Yes.
That's
I
a
have
third level
2
spell.
that I used.
Damn, I was hoping you guys were going to get to burn that revivify.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Okay. So the statues all begin to glow, and a large hole begins to open up in the ground below them.
I jump.
There is a spiral staircase.
Just look
Looks like
around.
we're
to
going
everyone.
down.
Sure,
Very
we're
uncomfortable
going
with
down.
all of this.
I guess I'll start trekking.
Okay. So you all begin going down. It's only about 5 minutes. It goes from the pristine marble to worked stone, and you come to a wooden door at the bottom of this staircase. There's about a 5-foot kind of indent, and then a door inside that 5-foot indent. And beyond that, Jasper, you can hear. I can't believe I did that. I'm such an idiot.
Guys, I can hear the little voice inside my head out loud.
What's he say?
That's not good.
Hello?
Who's there?
Friends.
I'm Larch.
Where are you?
We're outside the door. Are you okay in there? You sound upset about something. What's going on, man?
I'm an idiot, like my parents always said.
Hey, listen. I'm an idiot too. And my parents said that a lot, but you know, it's gonna be okay. What happened?
Oh, I
Maybe we
lost
should
my
go in.
inheritance.
How'd you get in here?
This is my home. How did
Do you
you get
mind
in
if
here?
we come in?
No, I'll put on the kettle.
I'm gonna walk in.
Okay, you walk in.
Are they speaking common?
Yeah, they're speaking common. It's just Jasper has the highest
Okay.
passive. And inside, it's a very kind of dank, kind of dingy looking place. There's a bed that's messed up and a small fireplace off in the corner and some smaller furniture. And there you can see a kind of barrel-chested dwarven man, topless, just kind of in his just pants, just kind of walking over towards the fireplace and starts pouring water into the kettle.
Oh, well,
Hi. How did you
you
get
said
in? How did you get into my cellar?
we passed the door test, I guess, or door tests multiple.
I have several questions about your cellar.
What door tests? I just
Well-
live here.
There was the worm with the stone guy, and then there was the vials, And then there was the white room with all the statues of the guys with the elements in their hands. And then there was the staircase that came down to your door. And then there was the knocking on your door. And, now we're here.
Riveting.
I'm in a mountain.
You're like under a hill.
No.
Hmm?
No, I'm up in the Triabor Mountains. How did you get here? And as you guys look behind you to the door you just came out of, there you can see is just a dry pantry.
I start just patting my dog.
So we came from a place called Narnia.
Mr. Tumnus?
There were goatmen.
I am Mr. Tumnus. What happened to your inheritance?
He kind of starts pouring you guys all quick tea, and kind of you all sit down. And I was traveling near Beckton, and I lost my inheritance. I don't know. I think it just slipped out of my back.
What was it?
A lot of platinum.
Today is your lucky day.
What do you mean?
No, I didn't really say that.
Okay.
I am staring down Jasper.
How much platinum?
Kobo's just kind of sipping, looking around.
How much platinum was it?
How much platinum did I say it was? It was 2,000?
500.
500.
It was 500 platinum.
Yeah. About 500.
Oh, that's so funny.
When did you lose it?
Oh, I don't know. I got home and it wasn't there.
Relax. What was it in?
A burlap sack?
Was there any markings on it?
Well, no, I only got it from the bank. My
That sounds
parents
a
just
lot like the
died.
bag of
See?
platinum we found.
My parents just died and they left this to me, and I'm an idiot, and now I don't have it.
Hearing that this guy's parents have just died, Jasper's like nodding to Larch to get it out of the bag.
I reach into the bag of holding and I grab it out and I go, "Is it this?"
Kobo, you just all hear Kobo just. How did you find that in my cellar?
We found this on the road heading to the weird place that we had to go through to get to your cellar.
He's not really good at explaining things. We found this north of Beckton.
That's pretty much what I said. I don't see the difference, but
Someone else lost their inheritance too?
I think it's yours.
Somebody else lost theirs. I could just see Kobo go, yes, that's exactly what it was. No, I highly doubt the odds of two people losing the exact same amount of monetary value in the same location is pretty low. This is probably yours.
Oh, thank you. And he runs over and just bear hugs you and just picks you up off the chair and just starts rocking you.
No, let me go.
You manage to just kind of wiggle out, and he just runs over to Larch and just kind of grabs you by the shins and just lifts you up. You're kind of like, whoa, shit.
okay.
This guy's pretty strong. And as you look around, you can see there's a large serrated glaive above his mantle and a large, beautiful looking ornate plate armor. He looks like he's maybe a warrior of some kind, but you all manage to calm him down, and he takes the sack of platinum and just, thank you so much. That means so much. I'll never lose it again.
Can I ask what happened to your parents?
They died.
Yeah, he'd already said that.
How did they die?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was at school.
Was this recently?
A couple weeks ago. Took me a while to get there. I'm going through to become an arborist.
They say that's the most noble of pursuits.
Is that the right one? The tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arborist.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
got it.
Yeah. My parents were all masons and blacksmiths and stuff, but I wanted to be an arborist.
Well,
I just wanted to be a dentist.
I am
Either
a
be-
dentist.
well,
I
it's
enjoy
I'm
the
glad we could
pain.
return your lost inheritance. You said we were where and what mountains?
The Trialbore Mountains.
Okay.
Up by
Is
the Fendelver Mines. Near
Is that
Fendelver.
anywhere near where we're supposed to be?
Isn't that
It's
like
like-
east of where we
Yeah.
were?
It's like a good month and a half travel northeast
Yeah.
of you.
Dog.
My dog!
Oh
name.
no!
you didn't open the door?
However,
The door closed.
Larch is
what
just
you
doing the.
assume
We
is,
left Kevin.
however, what you assume is the front door clicks open. Oh, I guess it's time for you all to go now. Thank you so much.
Oh,
What
thank
do
you.
What's like you want to be an arborist, but you have a lot of like weaponry and stuff around here.
Well, yeah,
Is
I
that stuff
fought
that
in
your
the
dad
war.
made?
Which war?
The Ordning.
You fought in it? Like when?
With Lord Hecaton. Like a
When he
year or
took
so
power?
ago.
What year is it?
1439.
And am I aware that that is not supposed to be the
It's
year?
about 600 years or so ago.
Guys,
Oh, my dog hasn't been born yet.
Born yet. So yeah.
guys. What's happening?
Don't worry about it. I'll explain later. So you're gonna be an arborist, huh? What made you want to do that?
After the war, I just wanted to calm down. A lot of people died.
Well, since the war's over, and you want to be an arborist, so you're kind of not fighting anymore. And we did return your stuff to your inheritance to you. Do you think it would be appropriate and probably polite to offer some type of reward for our travels? Hint, hint, hinting towards Levy. Hint, hint, hint.
Sure. And he reaches into the sack and hands over 10 platinum pieces.
No. You keep your money because that's from your parents. What I
What
was
are you
thinking is she likes to get into fights every once in a while, even though she won't say it. I was actually thinking about
Not said it.
if you don't have any use for your plate armor anymore, maybe.
Do I look like I'm the size of a dwarf?
A tall dwarf.
A very tall and very thin dwarf. I don't think I'm gonna fit that.
I mean, it can.
I look at Levy and I give her that like shut up look.
I mean, if you think you need it, sure. I
Well,
mean, the
it's-
war's
it's-
over. What are you trying to fight?
Well, she has a problem of getting into fights with everything. So and I don't want her to get hurt, and it obviously protected you, so maybe it can protect her.
I roll a persuasion check, please.
Can we ask this guy's name
Sure.
before I take something he fought in a war with?
Sorry, where are my manners? My name is Rosier Steelcoat. Ruzir Steelcoat.
I got a 7.
Roll
I'm
me
not
a
very-
history check, Gafon.
History.
13? No?
The things that I'm really good at, I'm rolling really bad at.
I guess Jasper, you like stories and stuff. Roll me a history check as well, please.
All right. History's not.
I hope you get better than the wizard. Okay, no.
I'm gonna turn to the group.
Lovey somehow leaves with less armor.
Listen, I have one rule, and that rule is that I don't get involved. That being said,
That's a good rule.
aren't you guys supposed to be here because there's information on how to stop the ordning in that cave? And this cave took us to our good friend here, Mr. Steelcoat. Maybe the reward we're looking for could be something in the form of information, or maybe some things that he might know about how the ordning works.
I mean, I could, but that door's open.
Where does it lead to?
Are you asking us to leave?
No, it's just it opened after you gave me like coins.
Have you
I
been
just thought
stuck
that
in
was
here?
No. That's just my front door. I don't know. It's a good door, but it weirdly opened after you gave me the coins, so I don't know.
What happened? What started this ordning that you just got through fighting for? And
Well,
so Hecaton is now.
he's now the king.
He's in charge. So how did he?
Well, the fire giant, Dizor, he died,
Mm-hmm.
and then the ordning happened,
Mm-hmm.
and Hecaton's now king.
So Hecaton won, essentially. He fought off everyone else and won?
And everyone has now conceded, yeah.
Okay. How long was this ordning?
30 years or so?
Oh, so it wasn't like a quick thing.
No. Giants and dragons live for a long time. 30 years isn't much.
Yeah, but the ordning, like a fight that lasts for 30 years is a pretty long fight, relative.
I mean, the battle before the last ordning lasted, I think, 120 years?
Oh man. Okay. How
We're doing a
did
speed
Hecaton-
run.
How did Hecaton win? Like, what was that deciding moment? What did he do?
He killed, just a moment here, looking through my notes.
Ruzir's got notes.
He killed, Seldrith, champion of the skies.
That's a dragon.
It is, yes.
Okay, and that once he killed Seldrith, everybody else kind of conceded and was like, "Yep, you win."
Well, Seldrith was the leading contender of the thing,
Oh, so it boiled down to the two of them.
essentially.
Okay. So, is there any way now that you've been through an ordning, is there any way that you could see if another ordning were to come up, how to like speed up that process? Or does it have to just play out?
I mean, unless some sort of external force came in and dealt with more of the issues than the contenders, it would just have to play out.
Okay, so pretty much find out who all the contenders are, and the external force pretty much pushes one to win. Because somebody has to win, right?
I mean, there was the before time. That was a long time ago.
What happens if an ordning starts and nobody wins?
That was the before time. There was no ordning anymore, or before. There was just little tribes of giants, and dragons just had their own little domains. They didn't serve each other. But then, I forget his name. Sid Greenstone, the storm giant, he kind of whipped all the tribes into order and became the first giant king.
Okay. So it's almost you would say the ordning and for there to be a giant king is almost necessary, because without it, it's kind of chaos. Or would you think it would be better without a leader in that role?
Well, with the giant king, the giants have become a lot more prevalent. They, without fighting over each other as much, the tribes fighting each other as much, there was a lot more cooperation and a lot more works and stuff were created. But I mean,
Hecaton was tolerable, right?
He's a great man. Yeah, I served with him for 20 years.
You served with the giant.
Well, yeah, I was part of his army during the last battle.
You fought for Hecaton. Okay. Tell me
why would you get involved in something that has to do with giants and dragons? You're neither.
Well, honor, money, history.
Oh, so you just wanted, like, being a part of something.
Yeah. Plus, my grandfather was part of one of the other ordnings. So just kind of family nature. Giants are better than dragons, so I'd rather a giant in control than a dragon.
Why not have, like, for instance, a dwarf in control?
Well, we do. We have the Dwarven Emperor, but I mean, they work together. But if a dragon was in control, the Dwarf Emperor would probably be overthrown, and the dragons would try and take all our wealth and our homes, like they used to before the Ordning was around. Now they just kind of stick to themselves.
Go ahead, Jasper.
Do you recognize this symbol? And I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to make a banner appear with that red hand on it.
No.
No one fought under this symbol?
No. It's not none of the giants or the dragon symbols.
Anybody got wanting to know anything else?
I think so.
Well, I appreciate your time, and thanks for talking to us. Levy, it's up to you if you want anything. I know you said plate armor a couple times, and there's a set right there, so it's up to you if you want it. But again, thanks for your time and the tea or whatever it was that you were making us. And I think we are going to go if nobody else has any other questions.
Well-
I think I'm good.
You know where I am, so if you ever want to come back and hang out, I'm here.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. And I'm going to head over to the door and kind of like open the door and look out.
Darkness.
What do you see out there?
My mud room?
Okay. Yeah.
He's a weird gnome.
Yeah. I walk after him.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just holding the door open. Like,
Mhm. You're all heading back out?
Yeah.
Okay. As
Yeah.
you come out and you turn around, just as the door's about to close, you just see the base of the staircase. The spiral staircase. So it looks like you just went through that door.
So spiral staircase behind us.
That you guys came down
what?
after the wizards.
Yeah. So what's ahead of us now?
Ahead of you is a hallway leading to another door.
Guys, I'm getting whiplash here. This is
The door behind you closes shut, and as soon as it does, Jasper and Gaffon, you both instantly remember, oh shit. I know Razir. There's a lot of old stories about him. He helped plant a lot of the trees outside of not Whitestone.
Nightstone.
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, thank you. And he also went on to become the Dwarven Emperor for about 200 years.
Did that armor look at all like the armor we saw in like the third or fourth session
No,
down below?
much smaller.
That stuff.
Okay.
That armor was giant armor.
Oh, right.
Yeah, much smaller.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I think that the magic in there was screwing with my brain because I totally know who that dude is, and I know a song about him.
There's quite a few
You
songs
what
about
is
him.
it?
I know
What is
songs about him, and I play a little. It's like a Johnny Appleseed planting
Yeah,
trees
there's
song about.
he was one of
about
the
like-
best Dwarven Emperors that there's ever been.
Well, I guess there's the stairs that go up, or we can keep going
Well,
forward.
no, that door is closed now. As soon as that door closed, you guys instantly remembered who he was. So it's just
No,
the
no, no,
hallway,
no.
just the hallway in front of you.
But didn't you say that there was the stairs that we came down were
Yeah,
here?
it closed.
Yeah, but we
that
can't
door
go back.
closed behind you.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
As soon
So,
as you all left his sitting room, you looked back and it looked like you hadn't gone in there at all. It was just the stairs. And then
Okay,
you all
okay.
came into this hallway, it closed, and now it's just a hallway with the door at the end.
Well, I tried to get you some armor there, Levine. One thing that's curious to me is how did he drop a bag full of money
600 years ago.
600 years ago?
And then we find it.
And then
in
we
the middle
find
of
it in a
the woods.
burlap sack that is still intact.
Yeah.
As
You don't
Colwo's
think-
like, it wasn't his money.
Colbo's just silently fuming, just like,
So,
that's a lot of fucking money, guys. Come on.
Okay, I guess we should move forward. Like, sitting here is not going to do us anything.
I wonder if we caused like a time paradox where like, well, now that money went back into dwarven infrastructure.
right?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
What
minute.
if
Wait a
Levy
minute.
had walked out with that armor?
Hold on, guys. If we gave him the money, how was it there for us to find?
Yeah, that's how time travel doesn't work that way.
What?
Yeah, don't worry, it doesn't work that way.
My bean!
I'll look in my bag to see if there's still 500 platinum.
There
How
is
does
not.
it work then?
We'll get into that later. We have things to do.
So if I killed my grandpa,
It doesn't work that way.
but then
Don't worry
how?
about it.
Great.
It doesn't work that way. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, I will explain it all with the crayons later.
Okay,
With the
thank you.
strings, the yarn on the board.
Let's just go through the next door. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm gonna worry about it, but I'll stop talking about it.
Thank you.
Okay.
He's just sweating back the anxiety attack the whole time.
Who's walking down this hallway first?
Levy, Levine, listen. It is your job to walk down the hallways first.
Is it my job? Who
Larch is gonna walk down the hallway.
My
Larch can
job.
do it.
He could turn into a bear, which was disgusting when you turned out of a bear.
Larch.
Yeah, it's pretty violent.
Larch, you start walking down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity.
19. Very nice. So you're only going to take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
11 points, so half to 5, as this dart comes shooting out of the wall and just sticks into your ribs. And it's like, ah, fuck.
I just start running.
Yeah, exactly. You just see darts come pelting out behind him. Give me another dex save, just to see if any of the other ones hit you.
Yeah, can I turn into a bear as I'm running?
Sure. So again, you all see him crouch down, his bones distend, his hairs just kind of open up and then just jut out.
And I guess I'll
Like
make one as a
walking
bear.
It's like walking through the hallway in Skyrim where it's just like just poison darts everywhere.
Sen's Fortress from Dark Souls. 13. Okay.
Oh.
So you're going to take that and that in your bear form. So you're going to take 12 and 9 as 2 more darts manage to stick into you as you're running past. But fortunately, you managed to get to the other end and you just kind of headbutt the door, but it's currently locked. Who's going next? And where the openings were that the darts came out of, they are now just pure wall again. You just see the bear now standing there looking like a hedgehog because the dart's sticking into his skin.
I will go next.
Okay.
I will have Mage Hand out.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Mage Hand because it can. Now I'll leave it up to you if I can do this. I want because it can pick up things that are 10 pounds, so it should be able to use 10 pounds of force.
Okay.
So I want it to put and like press down on spots where I will step. In front of me, it presses down with 10 pounds of force and then moves to where my next step will be, and I'm going to like step behind it. I'm trying to get it to trigger traps before I get there.
Okay. So as you start putting the invisible hand out, doesn't trigger anything.
And I'm going to keep following it.
So as you start walking, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
What the shit?
Now, watching very carefully as this happens, does it look like it's something he's stepping on that's triggering this? Like,
Roll
am
me
I
an
seeing?
investigation check, please.
Okay.
So Gaffon, you're going to take 13 points of piercing damage.
I will also be trying to figure that out.
Sure, Levine. You can give Jasper advantage if you want.
Yeah, I do.
Meanwhile, Kobu, your rogue is kind of at the back, looking at you guys trying to disarm traps, just kind of cackling to themselves. 18. No, these darts almost seem to kind of magnetize towards Gaffon, almost like they're sensing his heat or something. So Gaffon, you've taken a few steps. You've gotten stuck once. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna stop. I'd be like, I'm gonna turn like freeze and turn around and just like tearing up. Be like, help!
So I think the sense I'm getting is that it's heat,
Yes.
or
you
is
think
that
so.
just like the okay?
You feel like these things may be heat activated.
Gaffon, I think it's your body heat.
It what? They're heat triggered.
I think your body heat is attracting the. I think that's what it's sensing.
I'm going to bear move, and I'm gonna firebolt down the hall to try and get them to shoot at the firebolt, and I'm gonna run behind the firebolt.
You're gonna run behind the thing you're trying to get them to target?
Yes, because I want them to shoot out, but then I want to get past it before it resets and can shoot me.
So you're going to try and run faster than the speed of light?
No. What?
You want to run behind the dart.
Okay, I'm going to Firebolt, which is going to...
Activate them, and as you're running through the space, they're going to hit you.
No, I want it to shoot, go past me, then I'm going to run through the spot that it just shot before it can reset and shoot again. You get what I'm trying to say?
Sure. Roll me another dexterity saving throw, please.
Does my Firebolt trigger them?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're still running into a space that's being passed through by heat. And you yourself are heat, so they're going to chase after... They're going to follow that line in which you're standing in.
Wait, sorry. Where are they shooting out from? Either
the
side or
walls.
the end of the hall?
From the walls.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to shoot out and go straight across, right?
It veers towards your heat.
They're tracking you.
Okay, so even then, it would track the highest heat, wouldn't it? So it would
Which
act
is
like
going
a flare.
faster than the slowest thing running behind it.
Which is you.
No, the point is I fire it, it shoots out and whether it shoots out and goes straight across or shoots out and follows the firebolt, I'm not going to be directly behind the firebolt. I wanted to be far enough back that the firebolt triggered the trap went off and was safe to move through, but I wanted to move quick enough the trap didn't get to reset and then shoot me. So it reset after the bear went through. Over a certain amount of time, it reset again. So it wasn't like I'm going to shoot it and then chase, like, before I could grab the firebolt in front of me. All the traps are going off. I'm seeing them go off in front of me. I'm moving through after they've gone off before they reset and can go off again.
Okay, but the issue is you don't know how quickly they reset.
Okay. So I took 7 damage?
Yes. You make it to the other end where Larch is, as a bear. And Kolbo steps up beside Levine and just kind of hits you in the shoulder and just says, "When should we tell them about the lever?"
I'm good waiting for all of them to go through. But
All right.
I can hear you.
I wasn't whispering.
Jasper, do you have Mage Hand?
Yep.
There's a lever in the top right-hand corner beside the door.
Yeah, I mage hand and pull the lever.
Okay. You pull the lever. The traps open up on the side so you can see the dart holes, but they do not activate. You're gonna step forward.
I'm going to pull my shield out and I'm going to step forward.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna follow close behind Levy then.
Kobo walks behind the three of them, the two of you.
Is Larch still a bear at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to you and just kind of start picking some of the darts out of you.
Mm.
Kobo's just gonna kind of climb up into your fur and just lay on your back. Should we reactivate the trap behind us?
Mm-hmm.
Do we think we're gonna have to come back this way?
I don't
mean,
know.
we'll remember it's here.
Yo.
I'll turn it back on.
All right. Yeah, you just flip the lever again. And
No, guys, there's a lever there. Don't go back through the hall until we flip that lever again.
So, who's opening the door?
I'll do it.
Can we check it for traps first?
Sure, roll an investigation check.
Seems pretty. Investigation, eh?
Yes, sir. 12. does not seem to be trapped.
You're all good.
All right, Levine, you push forward, and it is not trapped. And walking forward, you can now see is a 30-foot wide, 60-foot long room made of smooth carved stone. And on the very far end, you can see large steel door. Are you all walking into this room?
Yeah, follow through.
Okay.
I'm letting other people go first, but yeah.
Cole was just kind of dangling off the top of Larch, just kind of sitting there like this, just hanging out. As you enter this room, carved halfway through this room, grew into large grooves, are two just heavy set chains on either side of this 30-foot room.
Right up against the wall.
Yeah, they're like carved into the wall. So like there's a pocket, the chains go down through the, and they're just kind of dangling there in this groove halfway through this room. So about 15 feet in.
Do they have like manacles? Does it look like they were to restrain something?
No, they just look like large, heavy chains.
So just looking at this, okay, the door across from us, you said it was large.
Yeah, it's about
So it's
15,
taking up
about 15 feet high, 10 feet wide, just looks like solid steel.
Okay, so it doesn't look like a normal door. It's not like a double door or a single door with a handle.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like a dumble
It's
door
like a
or
panel.
anything.
Okay.
If you get any closer, this is a 60-foot chamber. If you get closer, you can see a large kind of inlay at the top. And attached to each side of the door is a chain.
I guess we try and pull on them or something.
Does the inlay
Oh, yeah.
say anything?
No. No, it's just two kind of like carved grooves that just have chains kind of coming out of the ceiling into them.
Yeah, it sounds like we have to pull the chains.
So it looks like a double door, and that each of these chains opens one of the doors.
No, it looks like a solid slab.
Like a
and
panel.
you have to
Like
pull
it's
both
going to be
to upwards.
pulled
Oh,
up.
lift it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, heavy lifting's not really my thing.
Intervening, heavy lifting, what is your thing?
Lying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so heavy lifting is your thing.
Oh, wait, no. Except for that one thing I said.
So
And
intervening
also,
is your thing.
this thing. And also
So-
this thing.
If Gaffon stands on Jasper's shoulders, do they roll advantage for strength check?
I don't think that's how that works.
How about for amusement?
We're not your dancing monkeys.
It's Levy pulls on one chain and the rest of us pull on the other.
I mean, Larch is
I'm not even
bear.
that strong. Yeah, Larch might have better strength than I do.
Rawr.
I have a 10 in strength.
Larch
As
does
a
not
bear?
have better strength.
I'm not a bear anymore.
You have a 10 in strength.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stronger than you.
Yo, so go do. You gotta do some heavy
No.
lifting.
No,
Come on, nobody.
no, I'm done helping.
All right, I'm just gonna pull on a chain, whether anyone's at the other one or not.
I'm already standing at one. Trying to
I
figure
will-
out who's
I
going to
will-
help me.
I'll assist Larch then.
Okay. Gafon, are you going to assist?
Nope.
All right. So Levine, roll normal strength. Roll a athletics check. Larch, roll an athletics check.
Cool.
Sorry, Larch, you have advantage because Jasper is assisting you. That is a 16. You guys begin pulling. The door kind of is more so in Larch's favor, and the chains kind of come down, and you guys start slowly pulling them towards each other. But the door does not open. You're not quite there.
Hey, little help over here, Gafon.
Bobo, can you help?
I mean, yeah.
Levy?
Ask the other gnome that didn't want to say anything earlier about the lever.
No one
Maybe
asked.
he can help now.
Yeah, sure. Kobo will try and assist Levine. So let's have Levine with an athletics at advantage and Larch with an athletic. Yep. 7 and a 14, 21. Okay, so
We're getting better.
you guys managed to pull down the sides and out. Levine is back to back with Larch right now. The chain's almost touching. The door is fully open on the other side.
Quick,
Anybody have a way to...
go hold it open.
Can we tie these chains together?
Currently,
Hook them together?
they're just barely, like, the links aren't quite touching yet.
I can't even overlap like one link.
Not yet.
Okay. I mean, if we could pull this a little bit further, we could stick something through a link on either one, and it'd be stuck here.
Like a magical glaive or something, a nice long rod.
Not
you could say.
happening. Not happening.
I have cook's utensils. Is there a utensil that could be used?
A ladle? You could stick the metal end of the ladle through?
Yeah. Is a ladle long enough to link these two?
I have a crowbar.
You could try and bend the ladle into a chain link. Who knows how long that's going to last. A crowbar, if you get overlapping links, you could try and put it through.
I have a small knife.
You do.
Do I think that if I tied these together with a rope, it could hold?
It might. You could let go of the chain, see what happens.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm holding onto this chain, aren't I?
Well, you're the
Currently
sweet talker.
the only
Get
one-
Gafon to be helpful.
Currently the only one not holding anything. Like you guys are full on struggling to hold these massive chains the size of like Levine's arms, like holding these things. The only one not doing that is Gafon currently.
Hey, Gafon, how are you at tying knots?
I know about knots.
But, I mean, tying them.
I mean,
You're aware of their existence, sure. How about practical application?
Gafon, can you come over here and tie a knot?
I have read about tying knots. Yes.
Can you tie one
I cannot.
over here around these chains?
What is
Maybe.
your what's Gafon's strength? 11?
Mm-hmm.
If I convince Gafon to switch places with me, can we do that without the door closing?
You can try.
Gafon, can you take my place here while I tie a knot?
I mean, I can tie a knot.
Okay.
Will
Come-
you tie a knot for us?
Come closer.
Is she
Can I go to the bathroom?
grammar?
I don't know. Can you?
Okay.
I walk over there and I'm like, what am I tying this knot with?
Okay. See on my cloak that red
I rip
patch.
her cloak off and just start tying it with a.
see the red patch sort of
yeah.
underneath my armpit.
Yeah.
Pull it off.
I
Rip it off.
do that.
It
Okay.
turns into a 50-foot hempen rope.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be colored handkerchiefs. I was just
Just
It's pretty magical.
Yeah, as he pulls it, it turns into a rope, and he has to pull the full 50 feet out.
Oh, that sucks. 55
No,
feet.
I'm going to pull like as much as I need and let the rest of them just stay attached.
Just attached to Jasper.
He's got like a weird armpit tail.
You know, as you do. Goblins are known for it.
Okay, so hold these links still, and I'm gonna take the rope. I'm gonna double the rope up, and then I'm gonna tie them together, doubled up, to try and increase the strength of the rope.
Okay. Are you guys letting go?
I'm gonna
very
back up.
slowly.
All right.
Yeah, slowly.
I'm gonna make sure that the rope is fully detached from my robe, and then I'm gonna let go.
Matt, if you're in chat, can you roll a d20, please?
30-second delay later.
Is it
Yeah,
a 30
right.
second delay?
It's a little
like,
bit of one.
It's like
On
7
mobile,
Oh.
seconds,
30.
something like that.
He got
mobile,
that was
it's
pretty
30
quick actually. So
seconds
17. The rope holds pretty well. You all kind of slowly
Nice.
let go, ready to just grab it at any point. But you slowly let go. The door kind of drops a little bit, but it holds. The rope's kind of stretching.
Looking at Levy and Cobalt. Again, I have done nothing but help and received sass from you two, and I walk under the door.
Okay. You walk through the door. Kobo walks through behind you and just kind of slaps you on the back. Good job.
I will roll
Jasper's
under the door.
full on out of breath. And then I will follow into the next room.
Okay. You all come through. And for once, actually, the door doesn't slam shut behind you. You are now...
Firebolt!
You are now in a large underground cavern. In front of you is old, ancient, carved stone stairs into the natural earth that seems to lead into a large body of water. It looks almost like this is a section of old ruins that have sunken down and now leads into a massive underground cavern.
Oh, look, we have to go underwater. It would be a shame if only one of us knew the water breathing spell and had to help out everyone again and then receive sass looking at Kobo again.
Hey, I pat you on the back.
It would be awfully helpful to have water breathing for the next 24 hours while we can just sit underwater and do whatever we want. As I start my ritual cast of water breathing.
I mean, we could just try and swim on the surface.
You got a boat.
We do
I
have
do
a
have a
boat.
boat.
I wouldn't want to trouble you at all.
You know, you, out of all of the pre-existing party members, you've been the nicest.
At around this
So
point,
I appreciate it.
at around this point, the rope snaps and the door closes behind you all.
Well, there goes that one.
I was saving that rope.
Where?
But yeah, this is a large section of flooded caves that, looking out past the stairs, they seem to go down. The floor seems to be a soft, kind of murky, sandy floor at 80 feet below the surface. The walls seem to be naturally carved, and there seem to be old kind of sections of runes sticking out underneath the water of sandstone pillars and whatnot.
So, is it like forcing us to go down, or can we just stay on like?
No,
in the boat?
you guys. There's go over, you can go on, you can go under, you can try and go around. Like there's no around. You're kind of just on like this small
Okay.
kind of jetty out from this door, but there's
Whatever you guys want to do.
A boat ride sounds very nice.
life.
I'm gonna
for
pull the
me
boat out.
Is a riverboat fantasy. Okay, you pull on out the boat, manage to unfold it, and unfortunately, it's just a large folded structure. The boat does not appear.
Is that what it's supposed to look like?
No.
Not
It's
quite.
kind of like an unfolded like air blow-up mattress before you blow it up. It's just kind of sitting there limp in the water.
Like
Does
just there going,
anybody else have like a magical imbued item that normally gives off of anything? Like I know Larch's stones kind of got yeeted a while ago, but
Well,
I have
I'm gonna flick my hat and try and change my appearance.
You flick your hat and it goes flying off your head. But
Goggles
no,
of Night.
So is he a goblin right now, or is he?
He is a
gnome right now?
goblin.
he's been a goblin.
I've been a goblin pretty much the whole time.
Goggles of
Um,
Night don't really seem to be giving off much light right now. You just it's a dimly lit cavern, but the Goggles of Night do not seem to be assisting.
I don't
I
think that
want
water
to
breathing's
try
going to work.
and I want to try and mold earth right here to see if my spells work at all.
Some of the earth kind of bulges a little bit, but then just fades away.
Oh, I guess it's time to swim.
Cole will just
Hey,
kind of
didn't he walk? Didn't he
Cole
walk
just takes
across
off
water?
their ring and puts it back in the pocket. Is the bag of holding still working at least?
I'm gonna reach
Oh,
into it.
comes out of it.
The bag of holding does seem to be working.
Yep, still got it.
All right. Colbo takes off their pack and puts it in the bag of holding.
I
So-
just leave it open for everyone if they want to put anything in there.
That way you guys don't have to swim with the full weight of your packs or get
Yeah.
all your clothes wet or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all going together, one at a time? Mama Duck
Oh,
style,
no.
where Levine's up front and we just kind of V behind her.
I think we should stick together.
Can you turn into a whale, Larch?
No, I haven't figured. What's a whale actually?
Oh, all right, cool. You know, Jonah.
Ooh,
Who are the best swimmers out of us at this point?
Colbo's definitely probably gonna be one.
What are we rolling for swimming?
It's gonna
Like
be
athletics usually,
It's gonna
isn't
be
it?
athletics.
I
I
said
got stupid
0.
high acrobatics.
Colbo's got a 5 athletics.
I'm 2 on athletics.
0.
0.
1.
Goose.
So me and Colbo are the best swimmers.
I mean, the water doesn't seem rough or anything. I just don't know really where we're swimming to.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to get going and stick together, really. Fortunately, we don't have the heavy armored boys right now.
I mean, everybody
That's what I
knows
mean.
how to swim, right?
Most people.
And the water, it's not moving.
No?
I mean, I grew up in water deep. I swim in the ocean all the time. It was harder than this.
Yeah.
I think we just stay close.
Colbo starts walking down the old carved stairs and just kind of slowly starts floating out. I mean, it feels like water, which is a good sign. It's not acid.
Good thing you checked that by walking in.
Yeah. Colbo slowly
old-
sinks.
The old human litmus test.
But it's like this water is like perfect, like tropical water. It's just got like a faint like blue tinge to it. It's almost crystal clear. You can see the bottom with this faint light. It's a beautiful section of water. It's different than the old murky water lake that Larch and Levine had to be in at one point.
I don't miss
We
that.
dove
lake.
off a tower into.
So from where we are, we can't. Can we see the opposite side?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Right. Well, I guess let's start going. And we need everyone to roll me athletics checks, please.
I will give you $5 if it can be acrobatics.
Same.
Sorry, sir. 6, 9, 14. Good job, Jasper. 17. Okay. So, Larch and Gaffon, you guys are starting to struggle a bit. But you're not doing too bad with the assistance of your allies. But you guys, with different swimming forms and whatnot, slowly begin wading out into the pool. It's almost eerily silent. Normally underground caves, there's the drips of water dripping down or the breathing of other creatures, but it's just almost completely peaceful. The only sound is the ripples as you guys slowly swim. If there was a sky shot, you would just be 5 bodies slowly going over this crystal clear ancient ruins, slowly rippling out from around you. And as you swim, the muddy, sandy earth below begins to turn into sandstone flooring. The walls themselves, still just carved stone. The ceiling's high above you. This is a large, almost like the inside of a caldera of a volcano, just high above. You're not sure, again, where this light's coming from, but it's just a faint, kind of soft, warm light. Almost like the sunset in a desert or something. And you're just slowly swimming. And swimming. And swimming. I need Gaffon and Larch. Is that it? Yeah, Gaffon and Larch to roll me Constitution saving throws, please. Okay. Larch, you're starting to kind of feel a little sluggish. Your shoulders are kind of starting to hurt, but you guys are managing to slowly progress forward. And another 10 minutes or so go by of just this peaceful swim. The water begins to kind of almost go briny, whereas before it was just like nice, clear, almost perfect spring water. On your mouth begins kind of slowly going salty, but still clear to the bottom. I need another athletics check, please, from everyone. 9, 12, 14, 4, and 8, and Jasper and Colbo. Jasper and Colbo are the only ones. It's been about 30 minutes of swimming, and still you can't see where you're swimming to. But whereas Levine, you were starting off pretty well. You're starting to get tired. It's sore. It's strenuous work. I need Gaffon, Larch, and Levine to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. Gaffon and Larch. After swimming about 40 minutes, the two of you are going to gain a point of exhaustion. This is hard work. Even though it's nice and calm and peaceful, it's stressful. However, at around this point, you can see up above you, or high, way ahead of you, are large sandstone pillars jutting out. And they are almost completely flush with the surface of the water, but it looks like they could be stood upon. And you can see several of them. It looks like you could try and climb up onto one and jump between them instead, if you wish, instead of swimming. Anyone?
You would attempt.
I'm assuming with the natural 20, I've probably pulled out in front.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
So yeah, I would definitely head to the closest one
Okay.
and climb up.
All right. Athletics check, please.
And mine with disadvantage, right?
Or acrobatics. Jasper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we
So
go.
athletics
I
or
think
acrobatics
that
to
is-
climb up onto this pillar. 19, 11, 20. Oh, Colbo's gonna do acrobatics. 28.
Kobo backflips out of the water like Flipper.
He just starts floating.
Colbo, Kafan, you kind of start scrabbling up, kind of in a little bit of a fit. I mean, you're here to learn and stuff. You're not here to do fucking triathlon, fight worms and shit. But Colbo manages to kind of grab you by the hands and help you up onto the pillar. And this is a 15-foot diameter pillar. You're all kind of able to stand on here together. And it's about 5 or 6 feet away from the next one. And it's about a 10-foot drop down into the water. And this room now is also slowly beginning to glow with a faint, almost like a rose gold hued light. And we're just gonna quickly switch you over to the map.
The what map? What were you gonna call it?
Nothing.
Why though?
I'm sus.
I don't know why.
Switch you over to the map.
Okay. So, let's see. Let me just place y'all chuckle fucks down on here. Bean. Fun. And Larch. So,
The larch.
you guys are here on this first pillar. And actually, also, let's have everyone roll me perception checks.
Persuade the water.
Ability checks are at disadvantage now for us.
Yes,
right?
for the first level of exhaustion, yeah. $11, $8, $10. We will wait for Levine when they're back. Natural one. Okay. Jasper, you think Jasper's gone too? Okay, rip in peace. Do you guys need to take a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah, let's take a break real quick.
All right, we'll take a quick 5-minute break. Everyone go
Matt,
get
entertain chat.
Everyone go get a drink or
Okay.
whatnot.
Dangerous.
Now it's just me. Hello, chat. How is everyone doing? Gerbil Turkey is here from Reddit. Hello, Gerbil Turkey. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for following. I hope you're enjoying.
I could still hear you. Sorry, I didn't think I was gonna have to talk that quickly.
It's all right. Just reading chat here. Matt is the entertainer. You are entertainer, Matt. What is the... I don't even know my own command. That's embarrassing.
Man.
That's embarrassing. I don't even know my own commands. Whoops. Ah, that's it. There we go.
Don't age, children. The medication list grows.
Yes, it does. It's always fun. Are you still working on a hat, or what are you making?
More scrunchies. My mom keeps selling them at the farmer's market, so.
Ah,
It's awesome.
are you having a McFlurry?
I'm having a unnamed ice cream beverage. Yes, I'm having
Insert
a McFlurry.
product placement name beverage here.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah. I'm home alone all week, so I'm just ordering myself food whenever I need to eat.
Oh, dream.
You know
That
what?
doesn't let me order food home.
Damn it,
So
Matt.
whenever he's gone, I order something.
I almost never do. But then when I'm on my own, I always get so excited to have like a week home alone. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna relax and do whatever I want. And then I just spend the whole time being like, it's too quiet.
It's quiet.
Mode. Why is that happening? Apparently Matt's going to drive and order food. Matt, take a quick drive up to Canada and bring me a McFlurry too, please. Thanks.
Ooh, we are in water.
I like
Jesse.
how we went back in time.
I know, isn't that fun? All right, Matt's
I
gonna
was like, oh no.
Matt's gonna smuggle rum and a McFlurry across the border. That sounds great. I'm sure.
You have a McFlurry?
I'm sure Canada and the States won't mind that.
I'm sure they'll find
If
it
you're-
refreshing that that's what's being smuggled.
Yeah, I know, right? There we go. I'll just wear my mask. I'll wear my mask for the rest of the stream. I get my next shot in July 16th. Woohoo.
Exciting.
I got mine 2 weeks ago. I'm like fully
You're
in the
back.
clear.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
He gets his shots and doesn't
Where
even
my
know
life has changed 0.
I know, right?
He gets his shots and doesn't even invite me over for the Lord of the Rings marathon. Jeez, feels bad.
Sorry.
That's what I was famous for, man. I had Lord of the Rings watch parties. It's the only thing people showed up for.
Righty ho there.
Oh, hey there, friendo. Oh, hi there.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Oh, geez, bud. Alrighty. Everyone's doing all right? Ready to keep going?
I got the Takis.
Are they the extra super hot ones now that they have? Brutal.
Can I just say, as soon as we're getting on this pillar, I'm pulling all my equipment back out of that bag of holding.
Okay. Let's hope you don't fall back into the water. So basically what we're doing is Minecraft parkour. So, you're all standing here on the top of this 15-foot pillar. What's the plan?
What's the distance to the next pillar?
That's about 6 feet. You should all be able to make it easily.
Yeah.
As long as you have a strength over 6, you're fine.
Which we do.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you all
keep
managed.
going until
Yeah, you all managed to do a quick jump over. It's fairly easy. And they look like maybe at one point this was larger stepping stones or something across this water. You all managed to slowly step your way across. Eventually you come across a 16-foot jump. So you can try and jump it, or you can try and just jump down into the water, swim across, climb back up.
I will attempt to jump.
Okay.
And if I end up in the water, I end up in the water.
Let's roll a athletics or acrobatics, please, Mr. Exhausted.
Mr. Exhaustion. That's what they called me in high school. So I was always
Mood.
tired.
15. Very nice. So you managed to jump and kind of teeter a bit on the edge, but you managed to catch yourself and take a few steps forward so you're not blocking anyone else's way.
I do that. Oh.
I'll jump too. Or not.
10. Okay. Again, you managed to jump across, and actually it's not too bad. You managed to jump across, kind of teeter a bit, but Larch reaches out and just kind of pulls you back a bit. Pulls you back from the edge.
Don't push me, cause I am close to the edge.
My legs are dangling off the edge. The bottom of the bottle is mine.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Hey!
I'm gonna ask Gafon if he wants to jump or not, and I'm not being sassy.
I could toss you.
I can toss you.
I cannot jump, you'll have to toss me.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
A gnome.
You'll have to yeet me.
That is a very, very.
I could
long-
punt a good gnome.
Couldn't we all?
So I look up at Levine and I'm like, that's a very long jump.
Yes, it is.
So you guys are right about here now. You guys are there. Kobo managed to jump across, no issue.
Bobo did 3 backflips on the way.
Kovo jumped too far.
Kobo manages to do like a double jump somehow. Bang bang!
You think you'd be able to make the jump with a whole 30 pounds on your back?
He wants me to carry him and jump across.
Why don't you carry it for a while? Share the load.
You're 30 pounds?
I'm 28.
I am perfectly willing to attempt.
Her weapon rack she normally
jump
carries on her
across.
back is more than that.
Yeah, which means he's not getting on my back. I would be holding him in front.
I'm being cradled.
Over the shoulder?
You're literally no. Probably actually over the shoulder. I'd need an arm free just in case somebody needs to grab me. So I would
realize
fireman
you can
carry
have
you.
2 arms free if I'm just sitting on your back, right, and just holding on.
Do
to
you? Nobody's touching my weapons. I don't think that's a difficult concept.
Okay, do whatever you
Not
want.
hard. I don't have to carry you at all.
You don't.
All right, I'm going to attempt to jump.
$15. Okay. So you're not carrying Gafon, or you are?
I'm carrying Gafon.
All right. So Gafon and Levine soar through the air and land on the pillar successfully. At around this point, Jasper, being a little bit closer towards that source of the rose gold hue emanating through the air, you kind of hear a very kind of deep, resonating kind of... It's hard to put your finger on, but if you had to, you'd almost say it's a purr of a very large cat.
So quick check. Does my disguise self hat work now, or is there still no magic?
Still no magic.
Oh, no magic. I mean, I'm gonna let everybody know that I hear something up ahead. Something. It sounds organic, like something alive.
It does.
If I had to guess, yeah, there's something up here that sounds kind of pretty big.
I am in no condition to fight right now.
I wonder if it's a catfish.
Ba 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 ba.
And that's all, folks.
Take a point.
See you next week.
Take a point of disinspiration. Take 4 more points of exhaustion. What's that? You
Goodbye,
have 5
everybody.
points of exhaustion? Oh no.
See you next campaign.
But yeah, you guys are on this pillar. There's another couple pillars.
Just keep
Are they-
making our way through. Right?
Yeah, are the next pillars back to being closer to us, or are they all getting further apart?
They seem to be slowly increasing in size.
Okay.
Almost like they're getting more difficult the closer you get to your goal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going until I don't.
Okay. So you jump across again and jump once more. And finally, you've got about a 30-foot gap to jump across. This one right here.
Is the water below us still clear where we are?
It's still beautiful. You can see occasionally a couple small schools of fish. However, if you look up a little bit closer, further down, much like the entrance of this cave you entered, are a few sections of long disposed of bones. A few small sets of armor. A couple weapons sticking out of the ground here and there.
It's our bones. We've been time traveling.
Chronomancy. Ah!
The most powerful magic of all. Friendship. What? No.
No, what? No.
Chronomancy.
Chronomancy. That's what I told you in lesson 1.
The most powerful magic of all. Love. No, love is love. Magic is magic.
I mean, what are we thinking here?
Apparently, we're gonna have to jump this 30-foot gap.
I mean, you could swim across it. The water's only about 10 feet down.
Yeah, I can't jump 30 feet, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not
Can't
jumping
you?
32.
Natural 20.
Becomes Jumpman.
I guess Larch is gonna grab a sword, knowing that his magic doesn't work here. And
Where are you getting the sword from, sorry?
didn't you say there were swords
Oh,
in the
sorry,
water?
that's
Armor.
down at the bottom, which is
stuff?
80 feet. But
Oh.
the surface of the water is
Oh,
10
I thought you
feet
said
from
10
the
feet.
pillar.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so the pillars kind of stick up out of the water. It's almost like you're on Wipeout or something.
Okay.
And so the water from the surface down to the bottom is about 80 feet.
Okay.
And at this point, Jasper's is the only one that hears that purring sound.
He's notified you all, and if you take a couple minutes, you guys can faintly hear it as well. His keen gnomish or goblinish.
Okay. So at this point, we know something in this cave kills and or eats things.
Yep.
It
That's about
hasn't come out,
Is that
and we've
something
been
that
making noise swimming and jumping across things.
is that something that generally stops you guys?
No,
No,
hasn't before.
no.
I mean, I can hear if I can hear it up here, it's probably not underwater, so I don't think there's a problem with us swimming. We can swim 30 feet.
Yes, it's just
the
after
question
that
is
30.
if we want to go any further.
I mean, we've gone this far, right?
That has been our attitude for many, many weeks now. Yes.
Larch is gonna chug a potion and then jump in the water.
Health potion or
Poison, actually. Yes, he's gonna chug a greater healing potion.
all right. So Larch just kind of slides into the water. Very nice.
Ooh, 2 away from max. What does that
Wow.
put me for health? I think that heals me up all the way.
He slides into the water, still a little tired, but
1 away.
what are the rest of you doing?
I'm doing the same. I'm just hoping Rick didn't use up
All the luck.
all my greater healing luck.
$14, not bad.
I will take that.
All right, I'm gonna take one too.
Everyone's just doing a shot before doing the plunge.
Just take
I just want to be. I just want to be one of the cool kids.
15, not bad.
Good potion rolls.
Up to max for me.
Gafon, what are you up to?
Oh,
Why
No,
isn't it
1d4.
working?
I do 3 more.
plus 4. I guess it's 3.
So 14. 14's not bad.
Yeah, 14.
It's pretty good. You all slip into the water. Kobo follows after you all. And you kind of, as quietly as possible, just kind of swim up. And as you approach the edge of this large kind of carved out platform, this jetty, where you can see the glowing lines in the earth that seem to be emanating that kind of rose gold colored hue into the water, into the air. You can now also see the creature that is sleeping. This large feline is sitting there, beautiful ornate headdress upon her head, and she's just kind of laying there, paws crossed over themselves, just kind of laying there, eyes closed, letting out deep breathing snores. Seems to be unawoken. It does not seem to be woke.
Should we make ourselves known?
I mean,
Currently, you guys are just kind of treading water and looking up this like incline towards this creature. But you guys can go up onto this jetty or whatnot if you'd like.
the goal here is information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Do we talk to it, or? I mean, there's bones all below us.
I mean, you could talk to anything. It's just whether it understands you or listens to you.
Would I know what it would in studies know what it is?
Roll an Arcana or, I guess, History.
This is also at disadvantage due to exhaustion.
Yes.
I guess either one.
24. Very
Oh.
nice. This is a Gyna Sphinx, which is the female variety of the Sphinx. A little bit more docile and a little bit less aggressive than their male counterparts. Normally a little bit larger as well. They have strong magics over time, and they can live. No one's ever really found a dead one. So I mean, sure, you can kill them, but no one's really ever really found one that's died of old age. So who knows? But they're powerful beings, knowledgeable. They are intelligent, very intelligent. Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? Oh, by the way, everybody, this is a Sphinx, a female Sphinx.
Can it be reasoned with?
Yes, they are intelligent, and it's one of those things that if you catch it in a bad mood, it's probably a bad time for you. But as long as you're not threatening or disrespectful, there's really no reason to or you catch it in a bad mood, there's really no reason to think that it's just going to attack us. But it is sleeping, so we would wake it up.
We could wait for it to wake up.
I'm not going to sit here in the water and tread for however long it takes for them to wake up.
Then we can sit up here.
We could wait on the land.
Yeah, because that's better than being woken up, is waking up and finding 5 fucking weirdos sitting on your bed.
Um,
Why are you in my house? What the fuck?
it's an inherently magical creature. It has, I don't know all of its abilities. It's a pretty, I'll just put it this way. We definitely don't want to anger it. It will kill everyone here.
And then I suppose we
But they are incredibly knowledgeable. So there's a good chance that if we ask questions and it's willing to answer them, that it will have answers for the majority of the questions we ask.
I guess we handle ourselves carefully.
I mean, this could be what we're here for.
If you're looking for information, there's very few places, very few beings that would be better equipped to give you information than the Sphinx.
So
Is there a door or anything behind it or around it? Then this, to me, sounds like this is what we're in.
Kind of
here
seems
for.
like we're at the end of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick rundown. What are we looking for? What do we want to? What do we want to get out of this?
Well, we were told that here lied the secrets or information on how to bring this ordering to a close, right? So, anything.
So do we start there, or do we lead up to it?
Coming from somebody that likes and craves knowledge and stuff, it's best not to beat around the bush. Like, if you want something, just ask what you want and get the answer. It will either give us the answer, decline to give us the answer, or kill us.
Okay.
But if you beat around the bush, it could take it as disrespect because you're wasting its time. On top of waking it up.
I'm very nervous about that part.
The waking it up. Oh, it's definitely a you job. It's definitely a you job.
He likes to decide what people's jobs are.
No, it needs to be like I only say that because obviously I'm not the best at talking to people and being considered polite. And Cobalt is an ass, and Levy doesn't talk, and Larch, while he's nice, he doesn't know etiquette, I guess, which isn't his fault, but
Who's that?
see, so it's your job to get the foot in the door here and not get us killed.
Now, I have one rule.
Nope.
And that rule is
I don't lie. Wait.
do not get involved.
I feel like there's a lot of rules.
That being said, I can try.
Hey, you guys all just took some health pots. You'll be fine.
I mean, I am more than willing to talk to this thing. I don't know if you guys are more than willing to let me talk to this thing.
Maybe I'll start.
Then start.
I'm just gonna
I'm
start
gonna
climbing out of the water.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
climb
are
up
still
onto the
kinda just-
platform.
All right, so you let's why don't you guys go ahead and position yourselves to where you'd like to be on the map.
I'm gonna
Being all the way at the
press D, all our
back is
clothes
not an
clean.
option.
Yeah, like can I be like
I'll be back here, thanks.
I'm gonna press D all of us so that we're dry.
Okay. Unfortunately, it does not work.
Oh right.
So you're all just
I was-
still. You're all
I
still
was
damp.
really surprised the health potions worked.
It seems some artifacts have power, some don't.
Cobalt, we're not surrounding. You're going
I
you're
know.
gonna seem threatening.
No, I'm just.
You
Kobo
should-
just kind of sits down. I'm just here to watch the show. Just kind of looks over towards where Jasper is and just smiles.
Jasper is getting his loot out?
If you squeeze the loot hard enough, does it squeak? Are you a squeaky toy for it?
Huh?
Just asking. No, I'm asking
Is
if
it
you're gonna
a
be the. No, like if
Or
the
the
squeak,
cat.
like if the
Like a
Sphinx,
cat toy.
like
Oh.
batters you, are you gonna be a squeaky toy for it?
We'll find out. It hasn't happened yet. So and I'm going to
Polymorph Jasper into a ball of yarn.
I'm gonna sit cross-legged with the loot and slowly start playing a very gentle, soft song.
Performance check, please. If
Turns
there's ever
into
a
ACDC.
just play the immigrant song. 27. A natural 20, sir. Well done, sir. Well done. So you begin to slowly play your instrument, and somehow it almost begins to slowly evolve and almost take on a mind of its own, and seems to have like an accompanying woodland section and string and brass, and it just kind of slowly becomes this full piece, all from this one lute. And you're all kind of, even you, Gaffon, who's not really a fan of the performing arts, just kind of sits there, and it's a very kind of warming music. And the Sphinx, her eyes slowly open, and they're just pure white, no iris, no nothing, and they just kind of shift in their sockets. They're almost pearlescent. And Jasper, you feel yourself being judged of every moral and fiber of your being. You feel yourself just being like that one time you accidentally kicked the stool out from one of the other kids in your goblin clan, and you're being judged for these just infinitesimal scenarios you found yourself in as a child and as you grew up. But then you kind of feel this like weight lift off of you, like you've passed the judgment. And just this somewhat kind of humanoid, feline mixtured face, kind of this eyebrow kind of slowly raises in your direction, Jasper. The lion body stretches out, these massive claws distend as she stretches, and she just kind of lays back down, paws still crossed, head, and she kind of licks her lips a bit, still looking at you.
Greetings. I would like to apologize for waking you in your home like this. We've come seeking knowledge.
Of all the ways in all the years I have been awoken, yours was one of most pleasant. I will grant you a question.
We need to know how to stop the ordaining.
Their eyes kind of close again. And for a moment, you almost feel like they've gone back to sleep on you. 'Tis that time again, I see. Several parties have sought me out. And her eyes kind of flicker down towards the remains of the body parts down in the bottom of this underground cavern. What makes you different?
I know not of any other parties or what their goal was, but we're seeking an end to this thing. In the Jasper, he's still playing the song as he's speaking. My parents were killed. They were casualties of this ordaining. I don't want anybody else to go through the pain that I've had to go through. I want it to end.
Her eyes kind of gaze over Levine and Larch and Gaffon over towards Colbo. I see. Revenge is your reasoning?
Not revenge. I want to spare us from the pain that I've had to endure. I don't want anybody else to have to go through it.
And what of you, Forgotten One? What do you think? Their eyes look towards Levine.
I think power begets power and war. And at some point it has to stop. Those seeking power will never give it up freely.
But why you?
Because it was asked of me.
So you do this task out of obedience. Not because it is for good.
I do it because it seems necessary.
And what of King Hecaton? He thought becoming king was necessary, yet he killed many on that path. Just because it's necessary does not mean it's just.
I'm not one to decide what is just.
The ordaining comes from years long forgotten. It has brought order and some peace to other races. And yet, when it does happen, it brings death, disease, chaos, panic, murder, friends backstabbing friends. And their eyes kind of squint a bit. Friends burying friends. The times before were small chimes, small rocks in a larger river. But now the ordning seeks almost like a dam, holding back the chaos of the river until the dam fails. The lands around are flooded. And then the new dam is built. What is better? Rebuilding a dam year after year, placing new kings into a throne that are then going to be assassinated, killed, or die of old age, or go back to the old days where creatures of myth and legend, of titanous power, would roam the lands, doing as they would, but time still wove on. What is better? They kind of look towards all of you.
You were asking if it's better for an endless cycle of bloodshed over a ruling seat or no rule at all.
In simpleton terms, yes.
Alright, come on.
I'm gonna like poke out from behind Levy and be like, better is subjective. What's better for me might not be better for you.
They don't bother me.
Okay, well, what's better for me might not be better for Jasper, or for Levy, or for the Giants, or for the Dragons, or for whoever else is involved. Better, again, is subjective. So to ask the question, what's better, you can't give an answer to. The answer is determined by the person asking the question.
I can't speak to what it would have been like in the old times, but I think anything has to be better than 30, 100, 200 years of war.
But following 30, 100, 200 years of war is hundreds of years of peace.
And there has to be a better way of going about it, right? Instead of fixing the dam or getting rid of it altogether, maybe you build something new, come up with a new idea, something not yet thought of.
Eons ago, before the light and the dark fought each other, giants had their own home. But shit. Hold on. 1 second. Oh my
They
god.
shit all over the place and they can't go back.
Get a whole bunch.
But shit. Ah! She quickly turns around and starts flipping through her notes. Hold on.
She puts on her glasses.
I
know it's in here somewhere.
Here. All right. Okay. All right. What is his name? What is his name? Bum, 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 bum. What is his name?
His name was King. He had a horse.
Oh my god, what's his name? Hold on. Bow, bow. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh,
I just had to use a knife to open my tea.
so it feels bad, man.
That's hardcore.
These teas, like the pop tab, is like there is no space to get underneath the pop tab. So it's like instant death to any fingernail that you try to wiggle into there. So it's like, nah, pocket knife.
What is his name? Oh my god. Okay. But, Cord sought to bring equality, I suppose, to all races. Noble effort, but the way about it was wrong. He broke down the barriers between the worlds, allowing giants, dragons, their eyes kind of flicked towards living again, demons and devils, to run free and intermingle with the races already here on the prime material plane. Those doors could be shut once more. The giants could return home. There the chaos would be contained.
Do you know of how this could be accomplished?
I know of one who knows. My mate. He has the mind of war and chaos. He knows more of this than I do. But I can lead you, I can direct you to him. It's been many years since I've seen him last. He should still be out on... Just a moment here. Shh. Stop coughing. He should be found in the where is it? The Oasis of Prosperity. Far out on the ocean. You'll find an island, and there you should find a volcano of glass and sand. Beneath the caldera, you will find the Oasis of Prosperity. If he still rests there, Beware the Draugr. They flock to him. Your path is noble. Some of you seek knowledge, a story, a legend. Some of you do this just out of obedience, loyalty, whatever. This may aid you. And she stands up to her full height. She's a good 15 or so feet high from leg to shoulders. She kind of stretches and kind of kneads the ground, the stone, a bit like a cat, and turns around, goes back behind into this, whereas before she almost, as she walks, almost seems to shed almost a bright, like a faint light around her, and she turns and goes into what was before just a completely dark alcove. She disappears into here, and you hear some jostling around, but at the moment you guys are alone. You guys can talk if you wish.
I pat Jasper on the back.
Asper's still just playing, like, sweat is just, like, dripping from his brow as he's playing. He has not stopped the song at all.
Jasper, before we leave, get both her name and the name of the mate, if she'll give it. They're kind of secretive about their names, or she might not even know his name.
I think that went pretty well.
This is the most intense show I've ever played.
I don't think you have to keep that up. I mean, if you're getting tired.
I'm afraid to stop.
I think this is the longest conversation we've ever had with someone that could kill us so easily.
Mm-hmm.
That's new.
Just writing that down. After a few minutes of you guys kind of hush whispered, she comes back out. And who would take this from me?
What is it?
So I'm trying to fly.
Guys, she's applauding me.
A round of
You're just
applause.
watching Friends, and it was the part in the theme song where they clap.
Yeah, she's just listening to the soundtrack in the background.
Since like this is like I haven't really been sitting back there trying to study and hold in like I'm not going to interrupt anybody. I'm just going to like slide through and like put my hands out for whatever she's holding out.
This massive mitten comes out, and let me see here.
Roll for dead mouse.
Nice. Yeah. It's a big mouse.
Big mouse.
It's Chuck E. Cheese.
I brought you a gift.
Is that Charles Entertainment Cheese?
Charles Entertainment.
It is a beautiful silver chain with a glittering emerald set inside, and it seems to be just vibrating in your palm with power and possibility.
I'm
This
gonna.
is the kiss of the Changebringer.
Thank you, and I give her a bow and step back behind Levy again.
You have asked your question. Your time is done here. Good luck. And unless
Thank you.
anyone says anything,
I want to thank her for listening to me play. And for she complimented me. I want to thank her for that.
So, as you're all standing there, you feel this whirlwind of sand begin to gather around all of you. You're immediately disoriented, but you reappear in the football-shaped room where the 6 pillars were.
My dog. And go run up and hug Rowan.
You see Rowan there, old and gray. It's been 80 years! No, there you see Rowan just runs on up and kind of licks your hand and... Well done. There was another way that could have gone, which was trying to attack her.
We would have definitely died.
Oh yeah, we couldn't cast any spells.
Yeah,
3 of us are spellcasters.
I'm hitting you with
3
my loot.
spellcasters and a rogue stand behind Levy.
Yeah.
How long does she live?
Hey man, I mean, it's
Like,
she only has 3 slots of banishment.
and she has like level 5 spells, and
Yeah, that's fine.
like her attacks are considered magical weapons.
Yeah, it's fun. I like Sphinxes.
Only a challenge rating like 17 or something like that. Nah, we got it.
And she can teleport as a legendary action, which is fun.
Yeah.
But you guys are back here, and indeed, Rowan is here as well as McFly. Indeed. Boy. But Gavon, you still have the vibrating kiss of the Changebringer in your poem.
I'm going to instantly like sit down and ritual cast Identify on it.
Okay. This object, well, wearing this amulet, the wearer gains a +1 bonus to all saving throws and is immune to the grappled condition.
Cool.
And it seems that it has more, but it's hidden away even from your mind.
Locked behind a paywall.
Can you send me a card
purchases
or whatever with
Yep.
all of the info?
Yep, I'll do that. But you're all sitting here, kind of a little freaked out. And the door behind you, in which you first entered, opens. And there's the golem, holding the door open for you all.
I think it's time to leave. I think it wants us to go.
Yep. Pack up the animals and head out.
Okay. So, you all get your packs back on from Larch's bag of holding. You manage to get back in. It's coming on to dawn the next day, which is a little weird. Didn't feel like it was quite that long, but dawn's coming. Who really knows how long it's been, but as far as you know, It's only been
600 years.
It's only been a couple. It's only been a couple hours. It's only been at least 12 hours. So you guys head out. I'm assuming, travel a little bit further away from the this area and are going to long rest.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
hope so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going to talk at all as you're long resting?
You forgot to ask the names.
I didn't want to push my luck.
Yeah, she pretty much said we were done.
I think she said we were done, and I figured that meant we were done.
I'll let this one slide.
I'm gonna tell Jasper that he did a good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Good
Wow.
job, Jasper.
I've never been that nervous in my entire life.
Well, you certainly can play that thing.
I don't know if I've ever played it quite like that before.
Well, you did it when it mattered, so that shows something.
Am I useful yet?
It
You were
doesn't matter,
useful before
apparently.
we went in.
All of the attitude. It doesn't matter, apparently. And then I'm going to, get my bedroll out. And
Kobo just kind of pokes you in the side.
I firebolt him in the face.
Whoa.
Roll an attack.
Children are exhausting.
$17 misses. You go to firebolt and Kobo just kind of dodges out of the way.
Whoa. What is that for?
I think we all did equally as good together.
Stop picking fights before we set the forest on fire.
Speaking of the forest, are we worried about those deer people coming back?
I mean, that was 5 days' journey from here, and we haven't seen them since.
True.
Are we worried about them up here?
Everyone looks towards Levine.
I'm getting out my glaive and my battle axe and my hand axe and all of my bows, and I'm laying them down and I'm rewrapping my melees.
It
And
probably
cleaning out the crossbows.
these like 2-person watches, right?
All right.
I'll take first watch.
Don't all jump at once to watch.
I'll join you for.
All right. So
I'll
Large
join in the
and-
next one.
So Jasper sits sort of a little off on his own and starts just playing and actually singing just a really tragic, sad song. Like you've never heard him play
is
like
it tragically hip?
this before. Yes, it's New Orleans is sinking. No, it's a really sad song about a lady whose sailor lover was lost at sea and died. And just you've never heard him play something sad before. But he does that and then just sort of sits and stares off into the darkness for his watch.
Okay. Larch. About an hour and a bit in. Everyone else is kind of falling asleep except for Jasper. Rowan head kind of perks up a bit.
Yeah.
You can see he's kind of smelling the air.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
So let me just mark that off. Hey, you smell something out there, buddy?
Dear, no, persons?
The deer people?
No.
Different smell people?
Like humans.
A lot of them?
A few.
You said Jasper's still awake?
Jasper is indeed still awake.
I'm gonna sit next to Jasper and just say, I think we might have company.
Giving a quick scan? Do I see anything out in the woods?
Roll a perception check. 15. Kind of look around, and as you're looking, you can see in a kind of deep brown, almost like mahogany colored wood cloak, kind of tucked into a bush, is a mid-30s human man with a crossbow, kind of at the ready. He seems to be looking around. Looks like he's waiting for a signal or something.
There's definitely people out there. At least one crossbow trained on us. Don't make any crazy movements. Can you wake the others without it looking suspicious?
I'll try.
Thunderstep.
I grab Levy and I just dimension to it.
Wake up!
No, I will go next to Kolbo.
Kobo, as soon as you get within a certain distance, Kobo's eyes kind of slowly peel open. What?
It's time for your watch to start, and then I just start kind of looking towards the trees, and then look back at Kolbo.
Let's see. Kobo's gonna roll an insight. Natural 20. Kobo instantly.
I'm lying.
Instantly,
I'm
but it's not time for my watch. All right, Kobo rolls over, goes back to sleep. You liar!
I'm wasting my time, asshole.
Let me sleep. Kobo kind of senses your tension and kind of looks over towards Rowan and kind of sees Rowan's head kind of peeking up, and their hand kind of slowly goes down to their short bow and quiver, and they sit up and just kind of. Oh, all right. You two sleep. I'll wake up Levine. And they, as they're walking, they kick Gaffon in the shoe and head over to Levine. Gaffon, you kind of jostle awake as you feel someone kick you in the foot.
Okay, like I'm over the attitude from you.
At this point, Kolbo's kind of crouched down beside Levine and just kind of shakes you and be like, "It's our watch."
Our watch in the middle of the night.
Kolbo says, "It's our watch. Maybe we should go check to see if Sid and Drapus are okay." And then kind of stands up and goes to sit down, their short bow out and quiver on the back.
Levy, before she sits up, she blinks a few times and has to move her hand away from her axe as she's sitting up. And then she kind of does the same thing. She actually just stretches a little bit before standing and moving. And she stands with her short bow just off to the left of Kolbo, in Kolbo's sight line. Can I see anything?
Roll me a perception check. I'll say with advantage because you feel pretty triggered that some shit's going on.
Yep.
23. You're kind of scanning around. You notice one guy in a brown cloak with a crossbow in a bush, and then you see another one. He's got like a little short sword, and he's kind of back up against a tree, occasionally kind of peeking around. His shoulders are kind of obvious from behind the tree.
Okay. And the other two went back to lay down now? Larch and Jasper?
Mhm. I would have like kind of laid on my side and then summoned in McFly kind of within the tree line to look through his eyes and just see if I could sense anything more out.
Right. McFly appears and just kind of looks over their shoulder. And there you can see up in the tree is a guy with a short bow drawn. Again, same kind of brown hood. And just kind of looks up towards him. Meow.
We'll just have McFly stay like hidden in a bush or something, just watching.
Right. McFly just kind of pads over to a bush.
Where's this guy in the tree?
So you guys are in a clearing. There's brown guy at northwest, sorry. Bush guy northeast. Tree guy southwest. This way. Sword guy east, and then eventually you guys can see a guy with a big maul west. So they're surrounding you. But there seems to be 4 of them.
So I'm gonna sort of come over to like where my bedroll is, kind of like I'm getting ready for bed, sort of chatting with them while they're getting up for their watch. Like I'm not like looking over my shoulder or making any sudden movements
Just
or anything
staring
like
right
that.
at the guy in the bush as you're talking
Yeah,
to
I'm
everyone
just
else. I don't see you at all.
No, I'm trying to act very, very relaxed, very casual, like I'm just getting ready for bed. And I'm gonna say to the group, should we like try and get the jump on them?
I'm gonna go take a quick piss before we start our watch. Hold on a second, guys. And Kolbo goes southeast and just fades away into the darkness. And you all hear shit. Or you all hear shit. As apparently
It's Geralt of Rivia.
shit.
Fuck.
Oh fuck.
Fuck.
He just tosses a coin at you guys.
No, we have to toss a coin at him.
Yeah.
But he's not your Witcher.
He can be.
He can be anyone's Witcher, man.
It could be my witch
Any day.
Oh yeah.
Don't care. You have to call me Yennefer, sure, whatever.
This took a turn. So,
But yeah, it seems that they're pissed off that Kolbo's now gone. At this point, seeing as you guys are 1 down, Larch, what's your AC?
Ooh, 18.
Are you wearing full armor while you're going to bed?
It's only studded leather.
It's not very comfortable to sleep in.
Wasn't he on watch?
All right, fair.
yeah, he was.
He's
on
getting
watch.
ready to go to bed though now.
But if he,
Well,
I mean,
fake going to bed.
See,
yeah, like if he knew they were there, he's
you're
not.
gonna just
Yeah,
lay
he's
over
not
in your.
gonna strip down to his skivvies when it's like we're surrounded.
Like,
Alright.
if he knew a fight was coming, why would he take his armor off?
Larch, does a 13 hit you?
It does not. Even if I was in the nude.
This bolt comes from a bush and just kind of lands at your feet. They're like, oh fuck, I missed. We're gonna just go around, not even roll initiative. Jasper, what are you doing?
I'm going to which direction was the guy in brown that I saw originally? Yeah. I'm going ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers on that guy.
Alright, that is a wisdom.
Wisdom save.
What's your DC?
15.
He got a 3. So what does he what happens?
So that is 3d6 psychic damage.
He collapses. He just starts bleeding from the eyes.
And then I'm gonna jump.
Fuck?
I'm gonna jump into the bushes and I'm going to hide.
What the fuck is happening?
Love
Levine,
that I'm the biggest
Levine
target.
does a 15 hit.
It does not.
You see this shot come from it kind of just ricochets off your armor as this guy up in the tree shoots you. It's like, oh fuck. What are you doing, Levine?
I shoot him right back.
Alright, roll the hit.
And I chuckle as I do so.
13, that hits. You just right between the eyes, he just falls down, almost hitting McFly.
As he falls, I kind of throw up one of my hands. I'm like, why?
The guy with the maul is gonna run on out towards you, Levine, seeing as you just shot his buddy. What the hell? Give us your buddy! Does a 16 hit.
No.
He just hits the maul on the ground by you. It's like, what the shit?
Why?
Gafan, you're kind of sitting up at this point because you saw your friend, your colleagues acting weird, and you're kind of like, what the fuck are these idiots doing? And you just see this guy run out, just be like, ah.
How many more are there?
There's guy with the short sword behind a tree, where you can see his shoulders sticking out from behind the tree, and there's the guy with the maul right in front of Levine.
As I'm still laying there in bed, I'm gonna like lean my head up and look around and just be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to bed. And magic missile at 3rd level.
Against who?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say the first 4 are against guy behind a tree. Or just roll one at a time.
Let me get back to it. Magic missile. Where is you?
All right. Still alive. Still alive, barely. He's dead. All right, this is the guy with the maul now. He's still alive. He's still alive.
How many do I have? It's 4 plus 1 per, so that's I can do 5, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So magic
Let's
missile
stop at 4.
is
1, 2.
at higher levels when you cast using 2nd level or higher, you create 1 more dart for each. So yeah, it's 4 plus
2.
Yeah, plus 2. So there's the 5.
All right. The guy with the maul is still alive. He's looking real bad. It's like,
I know exactly what to do.
I'm sorry. Oh. What the
And then
fuck
I'm
are
just gonna,
you
like,
guys?
I'm gonna like grab my staff and just roll back over and go to bed.
You're supposed to be an easy mark. What the hell?
I turn into a tiger and I pounce on him.
Are you killing him or are you just subduing him?
No, I'm just pinning him down.
Ah!
Or knocking him prone.
He's just on his back, just like, ah!
And then I just do that thing where like it like stalks its prey and like walks back and forth.
He just kind of stays there on the ground.
I crouch down
I'm sorry,
next
I'm
to
sorry,
him.
I'm sorry. We were just trying to take your money.
Who said we were easy?
Jim! The guy with the short sword.
That'd be
Is
the
he
one that exploded in the tree.
And why did he think it was going to be easy?
You guys look like shit.
Mm.
I can't fight that.
This guy's got a fucking cleft chest. Or I guess he did. He's a
also
tiger now. I guess. I don't know. Is he a were-tiger? Am I like it now?
I come out of the bushes like that I just dove into frantically, like
So suavely, you're just like...
I didn't just dive for cover. You are definitely a were-tiger now.
I don't want to be a were-tiger.
Larch just licks his face.
There is one cure.
What?
There's one cure.
What? I'll do anything.
I'm gonna hand him a stone,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, you have to take this magical stone,
Is it a Bezoar?
and you have to throw it into the ocean as fast as possible. And I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Where the fuck's the ocean?
That way.
Roll me a nature check.
No, I'm not. I'm just pointing a direction. I don't
Okay,
think
okay.
the ocean is that way.
Yeah, he fails.
So
Okay.
for the next 8 hours, he has to do his very best to get that rock in the ocean that he thinks is that way.
Should I leave anything here?
You got anything?
Everything.
Still
Okay.
alive.
He starts just taking off his armor and his
As
cloak.
he's doing
and
that,
just-
have you attacked anyone else recently?
No, it's been pretty dry since the army came through, and takes out the coins. There's like 15 copper and a couple gold. And just starts bolting as fast as it can in bare feet now, and just starts bolting as fast as he can for 8 hours. He's gonna wear his feet to a nub.
He'll learn his lesson.
The other two didn't.
The other three.
Didn't really
Yeah.
have a chance.
So you guys have a mall here. You have some shoes, a cloak, some very shabby leather armor, 15
I'll check
copper.
out the other guys too.
All right. So altogether, you manage 4 sets of leather armor.
Any of it studded?
Nope.
Okay.
4 brown cloaks, a hand crossbow that was being used as a light crossbow.
I will take that crossbow.
All right. A short bow with 5 arrows. 4 sets of
Levy
boots.
doesn't have a short bow. Levy does now.
4 sets of boots. And altogether you find 16 electrum pieces, because everyone loves electrum,
No.
and 80
I
copper.
don't even take it.
Not it. Not it.
I don't even take it. You know how hard it is to find a machine that exchanges this? It's impossible.
The only thing the electrum pieces are is for like if you're at the amusement or like the amusement park, where it like makes a long electrum piece, or it's like Disneyland now engraved on the electrum piece.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm just taking the hand crossbow and as many bolts as I can.
There's 6 bolts.
6.
I would
7
like to
if you
take-
manage to dig up the one in front of Larch.
I would like to take one of the short swords, or the guy who had the short sword.
Yeah, you have a
Okay.
short sword now. Congrats. But yeah, it seems that these guys saw you walking through the woods with a dog, and you all looked like shit and really tired. So it's like, hey, this is gonna be an easy picking. No, it wasn't.
Cut to Opera Man mystery.
But after your brief excitement, just dragging the bodies out of camp so you don't have to deal with that, Kobo kind of comes back. He's like, well, that was fun. Thanks for saving one for me, guys.
If you run that way real quick,
No, I'm
you
good.
might catch up.
I'm good.
Guys, I've almost got a full
I mean,
set.
if you really want one, I cast haste on you. You get there
No,
real quick.
I'm good. Thanks.
I just need a sword and a knife. That's it.
A knife! No!
Not a flesh.
But you guys slowly manage to go back to your rest. Morning comes. And what's the plan?
I guess we try and.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I guess we just try and make haste back to the town or something, and then figure out our way.
Now, are you all
Arr.
planning on going to this oasis of prosperity yourselves, or are you just gonna take this information to Waterdeep?
I figured.
I think we might get. The most information we have currently is that somewhere in the ocean there's an island.
Mhm.
There's probably a couple.
There's probably more than a couple.
Notoriously, there are islands in the ocean.
I mean,
think
if we're gonna
might
bring
get farther if
information-
we take it to Waterdeep and head out from there.
Would be useful.
There is now an axebeak, a black bear, and a giant hyena in camp with us.
The second you wake up, you just
Wake
animals,
up!
animals.
Summon a bunch of animals! Wake up!
Wake up.
Best part of waking up
Is
is
animals in
axes
your
in
camp?
your camp. So, to Waterdeep then.
To Waterdeep.
I hadn't planned on going back home quite so quick, but let's go.
I'm going to ride to the axebeak,
Ride
Large.
me!
and Larch gets the giant hyena,
Great.
and I tell the black bear that if Cobalt touches him, he is to eat Cobalt.
You can try.
Black bear will die, but
Kobo fights Black Bear. Would pay money.
I like how Garrett's like, he can try. You will try. I'll do what I must.
So, I think we're going to end it there for tonight. As you guys begin around a 2-week journey, 2 to 3 week journey back to Waterdeep.
And we're totally level 7 for killing 4 incompetent bandits.
Hey, we
And the Iron
survived.
Golem and the
We
boar worm.
survived a Sphinx. I think that's.
Well, and there's the Iron Golem, and there's the boar worm, and the trip up here.
And the RP experience.
The utter terror of being alone in the woods at night. I think emotionally we're definitely at a 7.
We've all it's not so much the stuff, but like the experience along the way.
It's not about the destination.
Mm-hmm.
It's about
Levine,
the kind of car you drive.
roll me a persuasion check.
Only you love.
Waiting the DM to level us up.
With the person with a -2 charisma. Thank you.
That is,
Can I roll
Get a
it,
natty
please?
20.
Nat
Can I
20,
natty
please.
20.
Nat 20, please. Somebody
Can I
give
give-
me advantage.
Give her bardic inspiration.
Hey, that could have been worse.
You're still level 6.
No.
Imagine had it been a 20.
Still only would have been an 18.
Yeah. There's a loophole.
Well, you guys can't
But
level
you
up
were
yet.
afraid. You were afraid of me. That's why you were afraid to level us up. If you had chosen, give Jesse a shot, huh? Have Jasper roll.
I can't level you guys up yet. Lurch hasn't had a chance to train with Levy yet.
Oh, that's true. You need to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so see? It's all because of Rick. I can't level you guys up. Sorry, guys.
Well, stuck at level 6.
No.
It's always Rick.
We just have to get through the module pages faster and get to the point where it says level the party up.
Well, thank you guys for playing. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had some fun meeting the Sphinx and having a good conversation with them. Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for those who followed, for gifting bits, for everything. It means a lot. Thank you for sticking out there. Thanks for hanging out. And I believe, are we playing next week? No.
No. Yeah, next week is Home Run Derby.
Yes, so unfortunately next week Katie won't be able
Way
to
to
play
go,
with
Matt.
us. So we
I'm
might
gonna pretend I know
Play
what that
Matt,
is.
guys. Home Run Derby. It's the meaningless game of the year.
we might see if maybe the 4 of us want to do something together without Katie. See if we might, maybe we'll play another game or something, who knows.
Oh, we gotta do the animal companion one shot.
Oh yes, okay.
Just
We could do that.
The Ding Dong the Witch is dead.
We could do some type of one shot. We all have tabletop simulator. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. So we might be on, but it probably won't be Storm King Thunder next week. But
Levy's
thank you.
off training to be a monk finally.
So thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you. And I suppose we will see you on the 19th, or we'll see you next week for something, and we'll see you the 19th for Dungeons and Dragons again.
For something else.
Bye.